Previously on Tales from the Coast. There is this ginormous, kind of slowly pulsating, slug-like creature.
You motherfucker, you fucking stand-by'd me.
Yeah, dude, stop being
Dude, why I'm just hot-blocking my slug,
just trying to bait the worm. I am the master for bait.
That is enough to kill it.
Yes!
Yelling, masturbate!
No, I'm not going to yell masturbate at the worm.
You break forth into this clearing. It appears almost out of nowhere. If it is a boon you seek of me, I may have the means, but I do ask a favor in return.
Welcome, one and all, from Golden Guild Hall to Sloppy Tavern Brawl. Come now and listen close to Tales from the Coast.
Alright, so it'll be the three of you standing outside Mother Knight's slightly quivering hut in the bog. And she says to Ocelus, "You, with the hemorrhaging brain, I sense powers beyond your ken at play here. Perhaps, with some time I could help decipher your broken mind, if you but stayed with me a while." My dad? Okay. And he's going to stay put. Praxis also opens up the door and says, "My friends, I have need to take counsel with Mother Knight and discuss my plans to further the balance." "Your balance is but a game, Splint."
After listening to this kind of conversation and the talks of this young man with obviously amnesia and doesn't really remember how he got here or what the hell he's doing, can I roll maybe an intelligence to see if there's some memories that I can't really remember since I've been here, or like how I got here?
Of course.
I'm not that intelligent. That's a 7.
There don't appear to be any missing memories.
Right.
Makes sense.
Curious. Well, I'm going to shake that off, obviously, and roll up my pants and get ready to go back into the scoop.
Sounds good. Akari, anything else to say?
No, I don't want to bandy no words with the freaky witch. Don't want to deal with Praxis Splint and his creepy balance. I think this is a great opportunity for us to not be here.
Is there
I don't know where I want to be, but this is not it.
Would you say
Is
it's
there any
time to bog out?
Boo.
Bog out of this bog?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want to get bogged down in unnecessary entanglements.
Awesome.
Bit of a debacle, you might say.
A debacle indeed.
If you're ready to go,
I'm so ready to go.
Akaria, I'm ready to go.
It's almost like a trail's been made for you, and
nice.
there's a scab highway leading out of here.
Gross.
Like it's a highway of scabs, like the stuff that you pick off of your wounds.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
I'm glad you think so.
This hag's very powerful then.
Very powerful. She birthed a species of fiends, man.
From her
We just
loins?
made a deal with her, hey?
Mm-hmm.
You made
Yeah,
a deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was very deliberately silent on that part.
At least I'm not staying with her.
Yep, that's true. It's been a weird day. That's what I'm thinking as he like reflects on those results. I'm like, man, this is some weird stuff going on.
So as you guys continue, it's pretty easy going. In the distance, as kind of on the trip in, there are some flowers. I assume you probably don't go and pick them unless you really want to.
If they're the
I've seen
same
what happens
look
with
as
flower
what
picking.
Ocelus.
I don't believe it.
I just want to take this scab trail.
I do not believe in it.
And I want to be walking right beside my good friend and companion.
Man with the shield.
Fist bump?
Yes.
Yeah, as you go, there's no winds or anything like the slug veins you were following before. It's just a direct path out of here. You make pretty good time. I'd say on the scab highway it takes maybe like 2 or 3 hours tops to get back to the edge.
Okay.
And as you reach the end of the bog, perception checks.
That's I do believe that's an 11 for me. Yep, that's 11.
That's a 6.
Okay, nice. You guys don't see much. It's
Good. I don't want to see anything here.
just like
all
shut it up.
disgusting.
If it's gonna kill me, just like,
I'm just looking down. Man, this is disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah, so you guys have exited the bog from a different portion where you came in from. Far, far to your left, you can just see a couple mangled corpses of these nipperibos, and they've just been impaled on thick black brackens and are squirming feebly. Could you guys do a perception check for me, please?
Yes, sir.
That's a 17.
That's an 11.
All right, cool. Perhaps with your big height and vantage in the distance, you do see two figures exiting the bog.
I've got this mile-long stare, and I can see him all the way down there. Hey, you little fire flipper guy. You see that? You see that down there? Is he hanging off my horns? I think he.
Actually, you're leaning on him as your entire body is quite severely crisped.
Oh, this doesn't feel great. Oh, fuck.
does he have any damage taken?
That's a good question. Do I have any damage taken?
I think you'd been able to take at least a short rest and probably a long rest, so you're doing good, but
Okay.
you're still quite burned. Whatever clothing you had is quite ragged.
My loincloth.
Your little
is
loincloth,
little-
yeah. Bits might be hanging out.
Leaving a little less to imagination.
I poke him in the burnt ribs a little,
Oh,
and then
fucker.
I see off in the distance as he's pointed it out to me. Hey, look! It looks like our friends! I'm poking him harder.
Well, you don't need to poke me, and I literally just fucking showed you them, bud.
Let's go!
Oh. As he's dragging me along, his little tiny, like, goblin trying to drag this monstrous tiefling.
Cool.
So yeah, we go.
Are you gonna yell at him?
Hey! Hey, over here! It's us from earlier, Flax! Flax, the famous fire flipper!
As I hear some yelling, I want to just like basically grab my friend, post his shield up, and be like right by the side of it, checking to see what really is alerting us.
Cool. Do a perception check with advantage.
Both of us, or just me?
Both, yeah.
That's 17.
Also 17.
Nice. Yeah, you see in the distance a very, very burnt, slightly limping D'Artagnan being held up just with a little bit of help from Flax, the famous flyer flipper. It appears that they found each other in the chasms after escaping the Soul Train, and they caught up.
The soul train gave me a little bit of that soul pain.
D'Artagnan actually did write a little thing about what happened and why you didn't take the same path as everybody else.
Love to hear it.
All right. So the last thing you saw and felt was an irresistible pull in the distance as the Soul Train was chasing you and everyone was diving towards the ravine. And you turned and stopped. You saw flying towards the Soul Train, a figure in black, smoke trailing as a wicked sword and bright eyes left marks in the sky. Suddenly the air shimmered and she winked out of existence. With a thunderous clap, she reappeared, colliding with the Soul Train and plunging her black weapon deep into its fiendish eye. With a sickening crunch, she twisted the blade deeper. As the engine and pistons clacked feebly, you caught a look of vile satisfaction before a massive detonation bathed the battlefield in lambent fires. The explosion blasted you into a nearby rock wall. Wreathed in fiendish flames, even your hellish resistance could not overcome. Your entire body burned as if doused in acid.
Oh.
Agony abated to utter blackness, and sometime later a voice cold as iron cut through the emptiness. Awaken, spawn of mine. A black blade pricked your neck and tilted your chin. You see cloven hooves, a belt of severed angelic heads, skeletal wings, and searing eyes crowned by wicked horns.
Love this chick.
I see what lies within you. The righteous fury of Mount Celestia and the infernal vigor of the nine hells. You bear a rare and elite heritage. My heritage. Survive this day, and I command you thus. Reap in my name. Conquer in my name. Triumph in my name. Shake the very cosmos to its core with your might. The might of a true devil. And with that, she turns and walks away.
And as she tries to walk away, can I say, "What is your name?" Can I ask? Can I? What's your name? What's your name?
Zario!
I would advise against saying "fuck you, Zariel."
No,
That dude fucking sucks.
You see that fire over there?
Oh, that's so badass.
Can I do a, not that I'm good at these anyway, but an intelligence check to see if I can remember him getting hit by this soul train? Like, now seeing him, he should be dead. At least, maybe my character knows that. With a nat 20?
Yeah. The last thing you saw was him just stop and turn.
And get
And
nailed by this thing.
yeah. So when all you guys got blasted away, you got blasted right down the shaft, if I remember, down into the ravine.
Yeah.
And he just turned and took like the full brunt of this explosion and was like rocketed off in a different direction.
Jeez. So I saw a body flail. That 20 actually turns to a 19. Isn't that sad? Not 2019! Woo! I want to whisper to my friend. Our friend was dead. I saw him die. But he is back here.
Man, we're in the land of dead people here. I think that's just how they do things here.
This is good, no? We will take him as a teammate. We must be nice to this one. He cannot die. As he like comes up, I want to kind of like push off Flax, like don't even know that he exists. Shake this big barbarian's hand and friend, it is so good to see you. I have missed you dearly. You look scarred.
You don't say. I say sarcastically, as you can see, most of my body is covered in burns. Y'all got anything to help me cover up my little devil with?
I'm gonna pull out some of my like nicer clothing that I have, and
Do you have one of those frilly, puffy white shirts?
Of course he does.
I have a white shirt. I can take it off. Yeah.
No.
It probably
Don't
won't,
take it off.
It won't fit
No,
you
I'm
very
pretty
well,
sure
but
it's
I do have
legally
some cloth,
required.
and I'm just gonna tear it open and say, "Va for you, friend. You are so beautiful."
If I could blush, I would. I start kind of fixing my loincloth and getting my equipment all kind of tucked away.
Stowing all the weapons and such.
Yeah, and after this, I kind of go, well, I know what happened to me. I kind of got exploded. There was a big ass train, and then oh my gosh, I saw my future wife. I think maybe. I don't know. I was terrified and turned on at the same time. I haven't felt that way since I seen my mama. So I'm
Interesting.
Where the hell were you guys? I mean, other than in hell.
Friend, we got split up, and we did not think you were still alive, so we started to move quickly after a horde of zombies followed us deep into the woods here and past the swamp.
Yeah, there were some zombies, and there was a lady in a living house, and she's a witch, and I'm probably gonna have nightmares about that now, but, like, let's not dwell on that, and just, like, keep on moseying along away from this spooky-ass swamp. Also, there's a city full of damned souls or something that he is now soul-bound to the witch to investigate, or something like that.
I wanted to shut him up quickly. But friend, I know the same thing about loving a woman that you will not find here. Not yet. We must stick together to find them.
So you love this witch now? I thought you were after some other lady. Like, I'm all confused.
I want to cast dancing lights and like off in the distance, as if like the direction in which we're heading, which I think is up this like, kind of mountain, I guess.
Sounds
like
good.
That they were on the left. We're kind of heading straight and right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after we meet up with them, I want to put her off in the distance and say, "See, it is not the hag that I'm after. That beautiful woman over there, that is where we head."
And I kind of look off in the distance and see the dancing lights, and I go, "Oh, okay."
You will find her there too, friend. And then I want to look at Flax and kind of give him a handshake as well. Together, we will be stronger this way. Is Praxis still here as well?
No,
back
he's
with the,
talking with the hag.
witch.
Perfect. Which I think is a good thing.
I'm gonna look at Flax and be like, and how you doing, little fella? You doing good? You doing good?
You guys, I almost got lost, but I found D'Artagnan, and I'm back with you guys. I'm so excited, and then I would like to do a backflip with my cymbals and just say, "'Cause we're a team."
Awesome.
I want to pull out my book as we're just like sitting here, and I want to None of us have really ate, I think, a little bit, so I'm going to pull out half of the cookie and I'm going to split it with Flax and D'Artagnan. So that gives them
Politely decline the cookie.
1/4, I guess, each. Saying that this may be for an emergency. Only for an emergency. And then I want to pull out my book, and as we're just like sitting there eating some of the rations that I still have in my bag, and maybe some of the water that we have left, like would we even have any left from this long of a hike?
Maybe a little, but after the bog and like it's oppressing heat.
So literally the last bit of my water I'm pouring out for the rest of this
For the
group.
homies.
And I won't have any. I'll just, like, it'll be at the end, and I'll hand mine over to Flax and open my book and say, "Do not go gentle into the good night. Old age should burn and rave out close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light." And then I want to like get rid of the dancing light cantrip, and count that as maybe a short rest for anyone that needs it.
Cool. I think everyone should be at full health.
I'd
And at level 3.
I'd also like to say that as he passes me the cookie and says, "This is for emergencies only," I go, "Well, the only emergency here is my hunger," and I eat the the quarter of the cookie.
It heals you. It was like a health potion.
Yeah.
Right now, back up.
Thirsty man just drinks the health potion.
Does it do anything to his scars and stuff like that? Is burned?
Nothing outward, because your hellish resistance already like took the brunt of it, so it's just like the top couple layers of skin that's all fried.
Kind of crispy. Pull off chunks and try to throw them at
What
people.
color are you, Paul?
Ooh, that's
I'm
a keeper.
Purple,
I'm
red?
red.
You're red.
Red, and I got black eyes.
So you look like Hellboy. Kind of
I
thing.
look straight up like Hellboy. I've got long
horns.
black hair. Yeah, I'm 6'4",
Jesus.
and then 7 foot with the horns.
Wow.
Badass.
And how big are you, Flax?
4 feet.
Oh, that's
60
pretty
pounds.
tall.
You're fucking
That's pretty
giant
tall.
for a goblin.
Like
Just super lanky. Yeah, I was about to say super lanky.
Yeah, 4 feet, 60 pounds.
Oh, you light.
Yeah, I'm a skinny little guy.
You're getting thrown for sure.
and Akaria?
About 6'5" or so.
All right.
Big chunky fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Thick boy.
Thick boy indeed.
Yeah, if it wasn't for all this exercise adventure, he'd be a round boy, that's for sure.
I'm gonna say that if we are to work together as a pack would, I would like that very much. It's been a long time since I've had any fun. And then I want to turn into a wolf, just for added perception and stuff like that.
Cool.
With that, can I do a perception check to see? I don't think I have advantage. Do I have advantage on smelling?
I think you do.
Yeah, so I want to take that advantage and just see what I can smell other than the freaking blood bog. 19 plus... Good thing that happened, because I got a 2 in the other one. 19 plus 4 would be 23.
23. Cool. So, of course, you do smell the blood bog behind you, but as you're starting to wind up the kind of like this slope, I don't want to say it's like a full-blown mountain, but the big rocky crag.
Yeah.
You get kind of this acrid smell of burning a little bit, but the air is kind of getting clearer as you go also.
And is it shale kind of that we're like falling on, like shale rock of this hill?
A little, for
So
sure.
it's like really crappy to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But then there also are like big plates of rock too.
Perfect. I can only stay in this form for a little while since I'm such a low level, but I want to kind of travel with it until I can't, which is only about an hour, I think.
Cool. So you guys continue on. Could everyone roll a d6 for me, please?
To 5.
4.
With a 2. 14, I think, total.
Nice, yeah. So everyone's all good. So you continue up this kind of like winding slope, or are you going like straight up it, or are you kind of winding around?
Is there any paths in here? Not really.
Not really, no. It's
No.
all, think
This
of
place is
like
like barren.
very barren, yeah.
Let's wind with the slope.
Yeah, agreed.
As you go up, just occasionally you do see this big, slowly burning fireball burning through the atmosphere in the distance. And
It's hot.
pretty hot, yeah. I'd say, I think we're all quite lost as to what time of day it is, so just to establish roughly like mid-morning, we'll say.
Okay.
And see if you can keep track. It might be hard though.
Does sun go down?
It's got that
It
mid-morning
gets
kind
darker,
of feeling.
but
It
there's
gets darker?
always like a sun in the sky.
Okay.
And this route that we're taking, is there like an actual road there, or are we just like climbing over rocks and hoping for the best?
It seems like maybe some sort of creature is taking this route before, and there is like an established animal track. across the rocks, but definitely not like a road.
Creature track, more like monstrosity track.
Yeah, well, the only tough part about taking roads like these in a place like this is other things in a place like this take a road like this. So we might see some unfriendlies.
Who's got the best navigation skills? I'm going to explain to everybody as we walk past, not as an animal, where we're supposed to be heading. And you were listening to this conversation too.
I was there.
I mean, are we heading in the right way? Can we see
I'm
the,
very
the
confident
ending?
that I
Like this ancient city?
Not yet. It's still maybe a
Over
day
the
or two
horizon?
away.
Wow, okay.
I'm pretty confident I'm still going the right way, though.
It's because you were always confident.
As we're walking,
Extremely. I got good vibes.
can I see more of that orange fungus that I found in our like first little bit? You said that sometimes they use it as like rations and stuff.
Make a survival check.
17 plus survival is wisdom, so plus 2 is 19.
You definitely do. So as you guys are trekking, there's this big crater that you stumbled upon that's quite old. In like the lee of it, where there's not too much sun, there's this bright orange fungus growing,
Nice.
and you can collect a whole bunch of it.
So can I tell where these things come from more? Like what's their habitat with a 19? Like,
You're not entirely sure where it comes from or why, but it grows from like where these fireballs and giant meteors impact. So potentially they're literally space fungus, or something about the ecology of the meteors themselves stimulates growth.
Saucy. I look over to Flax that fire flipper
It's a
and
spicy
tell
morning.
him, you know, I'm not saying you should eat some of that stuff there, Flax, but maybe you should try eating some of it.
Sure. Did we eat this already?
how much do we
mushrooms?
get? Like as
Nope.
far as
Yeah, we
A couple days worth
Have
of
we?
rations.
Yeah,
Rations.
this is like the rations for the camp.
Oh, this is what we've been eating.
Yeah.
Some of us, yeah, I've been eating this.
As a
I've been
Archdevil-
picking it up as like a.
You might
In
be able to
case
eat
we
more
run out
stuff
of-
down here, but there's not much that regular humanoids can eat here.
Okay. It's basically like a bar made out of ground up bugs kind of thing, like metaphorically.
Metaphorically, indeed.
Nice.
But I would pick that any day over eating this spooky hell food.
And it's been about 3 days since we didn't have the tattoos on us. Okay, cool.
And Akara, I feel like you're probably in the lead at this point. Do you want to make a survival check?
Yup, I'm very good at that, but like not actually. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yes. But I feel extremely confident that we're going the right way, guys. I'm not telling anyone that I think I'm lost.
Sounds good. But you
It's
do
an
think you're
alien
lost.
experience to me, feeling lost. So I'm like, man, this is just hell's playing tricks with my mind. Keep going, boys.
If you're going through hell,
Just keep going. Don't look back.
Awesome. So as you guys are going, you
Don't show it.
Akara in the lead. You definitely
Yep.
do feel lost, and before you, still on this hilltop,
Can
there's
I
an
roll to
option to
disbelieve
either.
the illusion of feeling
Of course
lost?
you can.
That's a 17 to disbelieve.
straight
You
to dial.
disbelieve. You know.
I know I'm going the right way, boys.
In that case, through
You've lied
the
yourself
lower
into knowing.
path, we're up on a cliff path to the left.
Wait, there's-
Excellent. I'm
there's two
feeling
routes?
great. Don't worry, I know the way. Got solid information about which way to go.
Can I try and believe him and also do my own investigation check to see if he's
That'd
lying?
be insight.
Insight, sorry.
Yeah.
Which I ain't that fantastic at. So plus 4 is 10.
No, he seems quite confident.
Fantastic. Well, on foot.
Circumstance modifier for being lost.
So what's the way there, Akara? Up the cliff face? Or like
Yep.
up along the cliff?
Take the high ground.
High ground it
It's
is.
classic maneuver.
So as you guys go,
Ah, as a strategist.
Always. I
about
got a plan.
another hour or so passes as you guys climb along this cliff face. It's a pretty beautiful vantage of hell. It's just this vast, dry expanse stretches out towards you, or like away from you. And you hear a little scrabbling of some rocks and a quick flap.
Can we perception check to see what it was?
Mhm.
That is a 7. Not so good.
I'm
I
also
should probably make a go at it.
woo.
It's an 18.
Bingo.
You guys don't have
High
any
five.
modifiers to your perception?
None.
Nice.
Does,
Just
any-
rolling high.
does
Yep.
anybody have perception here?
I do.
Okay, thank God.
Nice. A creature flies out of the rubble and rocks up above you and yells, "You! You all survived!"
I'm gonna look back at him. You!
Is this that spiky?
I don't know who he is though.
Fuck, I hate him.
I know him quite well. Okay.
I've forgotten who he is. He doesn't matter to me. You, though. You!
I want to get between the shield and the barbarian and point my walking stick at him and say, "Stand down, demon."
I'm glad I'm not even known by my class, but by my function.
The shield.
No, between you and the shield is in front of me now. Or sorry, behind me.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, but I'm in front.
No, I'm in front now. Fuck.
Okay.
I'm in front. I want to just take a step forward and just kind of put myself between the group, looking as if I'm trying to stop a fight from breaking out. And yeah, I want to just tell this spine devil that he is in fact a devil and that he should stand down.
He's flying maybe about 40 feet away and just kind of slowly doing little side to sides in front of you.
Bold words for someone in javelin range.
The humanoids who cost us the battle. You make great prizes to bring back to the fort.
Now I'm going to tell him, bold words for someone in javelin range, buddy.
I'm gonna try and stand him down and say, "Va, we have the hereditary. How do you say? Great son of." And then I want to point out, open up our barbarian who's basically carrying nothing, who is undying.
I've got a big ass fucking sword. I'm like, we didn't.
What was her name?
Zariel.
Zariel.
She's this is her level of hell. She's the ruler here.
And this is her son, of great ascendancy.
You hear a little more kind of bit of rubble moving along here too, and then you just hear him say, "Then you'll make an even greater prize for the Soul Shackle Fort. I will be promoted."
I want to slam down my staff and just walking stick and yell, "Stand down! I say, stand down or die right here."
And with that, you hear more loose tumbling rock
Uh-oh.
as a boulder is dislodged up behind you and starts to come careening down towards you. So is you two are in the front and then you two are right behind?
I guess
I
so.
think everyone's trying to be in the front.
No, I'm still probably behind you because
You're tall.
I feel like we're in a line now because
Yeah.
I presented our barbarian, so I feel like we're similar to this position here. We're missing.
I don't know where my barbarian is, so we're going to use that guy.
Okay.
Cool. In that case, deck saves everybody.
And can I
cast
see this?
Jump on myself before this happens.
Oh, no.
I don't think you'd be able to do it in time.
Okay.
This is 7 for me.
That's a 7.
This
okay.
is a deck save? Mm-hmm. And can I see it?
It's behind you.
It's behind me, so I can't see it. Damn it. That's a 13.
I'm taking it.
14.
Anything over it, 11 and higher is good.
Okay.
What do you get there, Tyler?
gonna
That's
hurt.
not me. This is gonna hurt.
One.
I
Cool.
got 1
So Flax and
plus
D'Artagnan,
2.
you both managed to dodge out of the way as this boulder careens towards the group. And you both take...
I'm not in the habit of stepping out of the way for anything, and this is no different.
Akara, you take 5 bludgeoning damage, and Victor, you take 6.
Rude.
And I'm gonna need one more deck save from you both.
That's 11.
13.
Okay, you guys are good. As this boulder smashes into you, you both are knocked from your feet, but don't fall off the cliff. So kind of scrabble and roll towards it, but then catch yourselves before flying off.
So his men are pushing this down, maybe?
I look over at Flax and go, "Hey, Flax, you want to do some fire flipping?"
And that'll be initiative.
Whoo!
That's 11 for me.
I kind of
Do we
want
still
to
have
throw
our
you
sheets
at
that
him.
we had that,
Do they make it over?
that I didn't think-
What did you get there, Paul?
17.
That's okay. 17. Okay.
Because I kind of want to try throwing you.
You want to try to throw me?
Yeah, because I have athletics and you got acrobatics.
And he's big, and you're small.
This is true.
Paul, I might have something if I go before you that you might like, but I'm going to try and keep it a surprise.
Okay.
I think I might try to use...
And would you know that I have, I haven't said anything about me being Zariel's kid. So I don't think maybe I would have mentioned that she said this to you guys, but I think afterwards I'm going to be like, let's not tell everybody.
As you say that, I'm going to be like, no, man, you got to be proud of your heritage. As I try to strike a heroic pose as we're hiking along, I assume when this conversation happens, throw my cape out, in the wind.
So,
Believe in yourself. Be who you were meant to be.
Anyway, I got 16.
You got 16? All right, cool.
I think I'm lost at 7.
I got 11.
All right, yeah. So Spinister, the Spine Devil, is 40 feet up here, just kind of flying around,
Okay.
and up in this way are 4 other creatures that managed to push that boulder.
And they're about what? This is another cliff thing, I guess.
It's just a nice steep slope.
Okay.
All right, so D'Artagnan,
yes.
you are first with a 17.
All right. Flax, you want to get thrown?
Yes, he does.
Right beside
Sure.
a cliff?
No, I probably don't need to be thrown.
No.
Now this is the bit where I point at the flying guy and shout, "Pull!" Throw.
He doesn't want to get thrown. Dude,
Do I look like I'm invested in what the goblin wants? I'm invested in what Akara wants.
Okay, throw me.
all right,
Karia.
we're throwing Flax.
There is no I in
Alrighty.
that name.
So,
Both of them.
up here, are these guys on a cliff as well?
Just this steep slope.
Just a steep slope? I might
Throw
throw
them
you
up
up to
there.
them. Because then you're not going to
Hang
fall
out
off
with the
this
other
cliff.
goblins.
And I feel like you're a goblin kind of guy. Maybe they'll become your friends. All right.
You can find
So
common ground.
athletics or strength, athletics check for me and acrobatics check for him.
Yeah, sounds
Would
good.
he have to ready himself?
I don't think so.
Be thrown?
Because you're so small and you're
Or
so
he's going to
big.
walk over and then just toss him?
Yeah, just
So
grab
how
him by
many?
the arms and
5.
Unnatural 20.
Cool. Yeah, you just huck him right on target. How's
13.
your athletics? 13?
For acrobatics.
You don't quite tuck enough and clip your knees severely as you land, but you're good.
Okay.
You're prone though.
Okay.
Ouch. I go.
You also take
"Ooh."
4 bludgeoning damages from the impact.
Okay.
Now he goes last and he's prone. Bad.
Yeah, it went from being an okay situation to I'm probably gonna die.
Anything
the
else for your
price you
turn
pay
there,
for
Lieutenant?
greatness. You know, the price that people
This
around you
this
pay.
cliff that he's up on,
Provide
is it
greatness.
like a steep cliff?
It's
30
just a
feet
hill.
range.
You can walk up.
All right. Then I'm gonna start making my way up the cliff because it seems like you two are pretty focused on this guy, the Spine Devil.
He disrespected me. I gotta kill him now.
Yeah, I know. I seen that hatred in your eye. So yeah, I'm gonna move up that hill about 30 feet. So I'm just about to the top.
Perfect. Sounds good. And with that, it is Spinister the Spined Devil's go. You guys are still right beside each other, hey?
Yeah.
Cool. He's going to move, still flying in the air, and just go 5, 10, 15, 20, and be out over top of the cliff. And then he's going to attack Akara twice with his tail spines. Getting an 18 and a 15.
Well, that's one hit then with the 18.
All right, cool. So you are going to take 5 piercing damage. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, 5 piercing damage. And then 2 fire damage, which I assume is half to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that's his turn as he just taunts you from above the sheer cliff. That brings us to Victor.
Can I do a perception check to see how my group is doing for health?
Mhm.
For a 26? Sorry, 23.
Seems like everyone's good. And just to be clear, everyone's received the benefits of a long rest since the last time we played.
Nice, so you have 14 health with 25?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm
And
doing
how
good.
is Flax doing?
I'm
Prone.
Yes, he's prone.
I'm like 18 out of 22.
Okay, then I'm going to stay by my Dragonborn friend, and then I'm going to cast, I believe, Fairy Fire on, it says 60 foot, so I'm going to put a 20-foot cube up, and can I also see what these characters are?
Yeah,
What are they?
they're flitting around. They're 4 little imps. As they're chittering
Okay,
venomously to each other.
I believe they can go invisible, so
They can.
I'm gonna put Fairy Fire in that area, so 20-foot cube around the center, so that should work. So they will need to make,
Dexterity saving
yeah,
throw.
dex saves.
Totally snaked what I was gonna do. So I kept doing my turn to cast Fairy Fire right there. But that's good. That means I can attack him when it's my turn.
That also
That's
means
60
he might not
feet.
get fucked.
Yeah, perfect. I've got enough range as well, so Fairy Fire. dex
Alright, so we'll do
saves.
the first 2 on the left. What do they need to beat?
2, so 12.
The first two both beat that, and then the two on the right fail.
These two fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're lit up by your fairy fire.
Okay. Nice.
Anything else for your turn, or are you going to stay nice and safe?
Yeah, going to... I already had my shield pulled out and worn, so yeah, I'm just going to be holding that walking stick and... shit, I want to kind of walk away from the cliff a little bit here. Benny, you can do the same? Va, friend.
Probably not.
We should walk away from the cliff. At least a little. And yeah, I'm going to take a step away from the cliff. Stay close to me, friend. And finish my turn.
Cool. And then we have Akara.
Alright, I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15 so that I'm a little bit further from the cliff and very close to this flying guy. Is he up above? Or
Up above.
can I get within 20 feet of him?
Probably just, yeah.
In that case, javelin time. Take my javelin and shout, catch! And that's a 17 to hit.
And that will definitely hit.
Alright, he takes 8 points of piercing damage. I throw that javelin right at him.
Okay, awesome. Very similar to, it seems like almost all of the demons you've fought so far. It doesn't seem to have the full effect it should.
In that case, I'm going to augment my attack with a rude gesture.
Awesome. He looks pissed.
He should be. Fuck this guy up. Gonna jump off the cliff and grab him or something. No, that's not my job. It's the barbarian's job.
You see some spittle like foam out of his mouth as you
Yeah, round 2.
gesture at him.
Everybody's getting tackled off cliffs.
I'm going to ask you a question.
All right, with that,
I don't
the
know what you
imps.
just said, but it sounds like choke.
That was so good. So the imps, seeing this prone goblin in front of them, they all and they all just move forward and start beating on the poor prone goblin. And let's see what they can do.
Okay, I prepared for this eventuality.
So you're prone, so they've all got advantage. So we'll do the first one first. Getting a nat 20.
Ooh.
And so from that, you are going to take... Oh, wow.
Ah.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
the end of flax here.
I can heal you.
It's okay, so can I.
Okay.
What?
You take
Yeah.
8 damage,
Shit.
How
and then you need to make a constitution save.
Okay.
By shouting at him real hard.
Constitution save does not save. 6.
Oh, no.
ass up.
Then you take
Stand your ass up.
16 poison damage.
Oh, yikes. I don't know if I can heal you from that.
And that puts me at... I'm dead. For sure.
R.I.P. you. Okay, I can't heal you anymore.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're fucked.
And then I think the other
R.I.P.
one would
Flax.
just hit you
I
too, because
think-
it's a bit of a gang. I
I
think the
think
other two would go after the barbarian being right there too. But
Because I am.
So you
I
hit him
am-
again, so that's 1 failed death save already.
Yep.
I mean, in my personal opinion, if there was a guy that fell down, all 3 of them would probably try to drive their claws into me.
But I
what's
imagine
your AC?
When there's like a 7-foot tall barbarian bearing down on you, it's like, ah!
Okay, fair. My AC is 14.
14? Okay. Then the other one hits you too. So you're just it's not going to overkill you.
Okay.
But you are, now it's a failed death save.
Okay.
Is that 2 or 1 failed death save? Just 1.
Just one.
Okay.
And then I think the other 2 will actually turn and
come fucking at me, bro.
attack D'Artagnan.
Good fucking luck.
Alright, so they both get... One gets an 18, the other gets a 15 against your AC.
Oh, they both hit.
Alrighty, so you take 10 piercing damage,
Yep.
and I'm going to need 2 constitution saves.
Okay. So that's a 9. And that is a 12 for Constitution. 9 and 12 for the 2 Constitution saves.
Alright, cool. So you'll take a total of 10 poison damage,
Okay.
and that is that. Alright, so that's the imps go. That's devastating imps.
Yep, that fucked me up.
Get there. Is it
And
too late to
that-
join Team Imp?
Never too late to join Team Imp.
Okay,
Flax,
good.
Death
Keep
saving
that in
throw.
the back pocket.
That's not gonna cut it. There we go. Here, guys. I'm in a hurting spot right now.
I got you.
Alright, Flax, I'm gonna be real level. When I said I could heal you, that was not entirely true. I cannot bring you back from the dead. So I'm gonna preemptively give you some of that good advice that would otherwise heal you and say, stop dying.
Awesome.
That thing you're doing right now that you can't help?
Do
Stop
it
doing
better.
Alright, so that brings us back to the top with D'Artagnan. What are you gonna do?
Real quick there, Tyler Kid. Does Victor have something for this?
I assure you, the situation is entirely under control.
I don't believe you as far as I can throw you, fat ass.
I think I can. I'm gonna yell, I think I can.
Okay.
You could also use your action to try out the honeypot.
Yeah? Then I think I'm gonna just say screw. I can take some damage from these imps, and I think I'm gonna...
Can you? Could Flax?
I don't think Flax can, but I think I can. So I'm gonna use my action to use the honeypot on Flax there.
You will take one opportunity attack.
Can I?
What is the
I could
honeypot?
rage
Sorry.
before the honeypot.
Can I? Okay, then
What's the honeypot?
I'm gonna rage before the honeypot, and then I'm going to can I grab him and then use the honeypot? And then
That would be too much.
it'd be too much. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna set rage, and then I am going to use the honeypot on
Alright, so first
Flax.
opportunity attack does not hit. And let me pull up the honeypot because I cannot remember what it actually does.
Sorry, if you rage and you don't attack or take damage, then it doesn't work, right?
He'll likely take damage this round though.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Alrighty, that's pretty awesome. Roll 2d8s.
2d8.
Mm-hmm.
I got a d8 I can borrow. Oh yeah, that is. Oh yeah, that's 15.
15? Alright, so you get 17 health back there, Flax. It's 2d8 plus 2.
Lip.
Mm-hmm. And so that was one use done. You have 2 left of the honeypot. Sweet.
And then I end my turn because I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Alright, that brings us to Spinister. He's gonna fly up to here and attack Victor twice.
Got my shield out, so I'm 15.
15? Cool.
And I have concentration, so.
Oh, yeah, on Fairy Fire.
Yeah.
Are we in the fairy fire range?
It's
These
already been
two
used.
are...
These two are not gonna.
Okay.
They're lit.
They lit! So let's see. Oh, you're gonna hit twice there, Tyler. So you take... It flies into you
Okay, I can heal you.
and stabs you with its little devilish fork, and then also bites into your neck as well. And you take 5 slashing damage and 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then without giving you a chance for an opportunity attack, it flies away back to here, and then dips down like just underneath the cliff, out of view.
Oh, it entered into my range?
Mhm.
If it moves into my range or starts there, it needs to roll a constitution check.
Okay.
I can use it as a reaction, so against 12.
Cool. It fails.
It takes 1d4 necrotic damage for
Necrotic?
3 damage.
3? Cool.
Whoa, I remembered something on my character!
Woo!
Good job.
Alright, and that is the end of Spinister's turn, so we are on to Victor.
Alright, I'm out of javelins.
Yeah. I'm going to cast... it's a concentration spell, though. Shoot. I'm going to get closer to my friend Icaria and tell him he must stay close to me. You are my shield, and I am your hand. And I want to... Yeah, I want to cast Jump on him
Cool.
as I put my hand on him.
Do you expect me to jump off this cliff?
No.
I don't expect
Mr.
you to,
Bond.
but I'm gonna... I'm going
expect
to...
you to die.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Jump on you. So you can now jump 4 times your regular...
3 times.
3 times your regular height.
Which is still pretty damn good.
In case you must need it.
Alright.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
And as it should be, on to Akara.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna move just take a few steps over so that I'm more or less in line with where he where this spiny devil disappeared from,
Mhm.
and I'm going to ready an action so that when he reappears over top of our cliff, I'm going to jump and grab him.
Okay, cool. And with that, back to the imps. So the first two are
I have
going
extreme
to
faith in your
attack Flax.
survivability.
Hopefully.
Well, they don't have advantage this time, so hopefully they'll be something.
That is fair.
Getting a 10
No, 14.
and a 12, so none of them hit you, and then two of them are going to attack you here, D'Artagnan.
Good fucking luck.
Getting a crit fail and a 2, so they both miss also.
Suck it.
Blessing and a curse, it'll end your rage.
Ow, goddamn. I'm just, after they try attacking me, I'm
I'm
just
not
so...
mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a constitution check. I'm good.
nice.
What do you need to take two, though? Because there was two separate attacks. So one
Okay.
more. You're good.
Nice.
Cool. And so now we are back to Flax. So
Sorry,
you
there's a critical amount there.
are no longer destroyed from imps.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You have advantage on those two.
I know, but I don't deal a lot of damage.
Well, you're surrounded, so, you know,
I know.
And are these imps flying
got a
above them?
wealth of...
Just
Still
kind of
in range?
hovering all
Okay.
around. They're not like up in the air really high or anything.
So I'm gonna attack the one right in front of me with my short sword.
With
Okay.
advantage.
Advantage. This is right. That is a 15 or 19. That hits, right?
That hits.
For
Nice.
9 damage with my short sword.
Woo! Pissed.
If they weren't resistant, that would have almost killed one.
To
Okay,
slashing
But
damage?
that one is bloodied.
Good. And then I'm gonna disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Piece the fuck out of here. Down the cliff.
Cool.
Right behind. Yeah, and I'm hiding in
Range.
range.
Everybody's just getting...
Everybody gets behind the shield.
Yeah. Cool. That's it. That's all I got.
And then back to the top with D'Artagnan.
I've seen these little imps around. I look at them and go, y'all think you're enemies, but you're actually just ammunition. Can I grab the one nearest me and actually throw him at the spine devil?
You can try to, sure.
Like 100 feet.
And
Oh, sorry. Your character can't even see the spine devil, so it wouldn't. No, he's down beneath
can
the
throw
cliff
them at
right
each
now.
other.
I'm gonna throw them this way.
Off the cliff.
Off the
yes.
cliff. I'm like, fuck you guys.
They can fly too, though.
They can fly?
Yeah, they
I-
can fly. So
Then-
not.
You gotta beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker? Can I pick this guy up and hit him against the other guy?
Yep.
Alright, that'd be athletics.
Yeah, be a grapple.
So strength check or athletics?
It's a strength check, I believe.
Cool, yeah, strength
So
check.
that'd be 11.
And you're raging?
No, I'm no
No.
longer raging.
How are you not raging anymore?
Because
He didn't take any damage and didn't attack.
Shoot.
So you definitely pick this guy up.
Yep. And I'm
You
gonna
could still rage as your bonus action.
like smash the other guy with him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah. And that's a 7 flat out. Do I get any modifiers to that?
Yes, an attack.
Just your strength.
Just my
'Cause I
strength?
don't think you're proficient in motherfuckers.
Then so just what's your strength mod?
Strength mod is +3.
Plus 3, so 10. That's not enough to hit the other one, but you still muck this one into the rock where where the other one was going to be before it dodged out of the way. Roll a d4 for damage.
That's plus my, or that's just 2.
+3.
Plus 3,
For your
plus my
strength
strength.
Okay, cool. So same story. They seem resilient to mundane damage, but you still muck this guy's face into the rock.
Oh, you're still fucking alive.
Cool. So not quite bloody, but taking some damage. And is that the end of your turn?
Actually, before I end my turn, I'm going to move back 10 feet. Am I
That'd
still
be 2 opportunity attacks against
2
you.
opportunity attacks, even though I'm still holding one of the guys? Then I'm just gonna stay
It would
there.
be 1. Yeah, I guess it'd just be 1 in that case. But insight check, maybe 2.
Yeah. I believe that's just straight up 14.
All right, I'd say that's good enough. So you just saw Flax get murdered by just 2 of them. It might be a good idea to rage to reduce the damage that they do when all 4 of them attack
Yeah,
you.
you do have your bonus action.
True.
Rage.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna go back into rage.
Cool.
You're using your second rage, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I only have 1
I
left.
think that's a good call.
All right, so you currently have
I would have
one-
yelled that out to him too. Rage! Rage over there! Rage!
Cool. And
Get mad!
Get mad!
You are undying!
Don't die! Cool. So you're raging. You got this one slightly injured imp in your hand, and there's 3 more circling you. With that, back to Spinister. He shoots up past Akara, and so you're going to try and grapple him?
I'm gonna jump and grab him.
He's over the
I
cliff,
feel
right?
like I feel like this would be almost more of a dex kind of grab, because he's going to be like shooting up past you, rather than just strength.
Would that
be fair?
Would you jump as soon as you saw him, or wait till he came in close?
I'm waiting until he gets close, but I got hops.
Okay,
I
so
got
I'm so
hops
sorry.
today.
You're waiting for him to like shoot past you rather than
Yes.
just up past you?
As soon as he's like over top of this segment of the cliff, so that when I come down, we're not plunging both 100 feet to our mutual demise.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he will fly up, and he's obviously got no idea that this is your plan.
Might not be a wise man, but I'm no fool.
And I think he will try and shoot right past you, in which case...
No, jump now.
Mistake, buddy. Oh no, maybe not a mistake. That's if that's dexterity, that's 10.
He got a 5.
Oh,
How do you snatch him out of the air?
I'm just, since I
Grab
still
him
don't have a
away.
weapon in my hand, I just jump and go for that, just soar up into the air and grab him with the hit dice.
That's a right arm.
I was gonna
Roll.
I want to roll the hit
It's
dice.
you.
This is me. Right around the neck. Surprise!
Motherfucker.
Does he take any damage for grappling a spiky guy?
Oh, probably.
You're good in this case. He's not like that powerful.
And he's got a full set of armor on.
Yep. And so I just got him around the neck. With
Spinister dies, motherfucker.
and now I imagine we're probably going to come plummeting back to Earth.
Yeah, you're not like that high in the air or anything, but you both hit the deck, you're both prone, but you got him by the neck.
I moved to choke.
Cool. He will use his action, rather than swooping past Victor like you planned to attack you twice. Getting a 18, and the other one definitely misses.
It's a hit then.
Just sporadically clawing at plate.
Yeah, so he tries to jab
Just
you
like
with his
reaches
little
back,
devilish
like,
fork, and it just clinks harmlessly off your armor. But then he manages to bite your hand as you're grappling him.
Rude!
And so
This
from
is
his
not
bite-
Queensberry rules. This is bullshit.
Awesome. So you take 5 slashing damage from his bite.
And is he in my range now?
He be within, I'd
10
say he's
feet of me?
within 10 feet for sure.
Can he roll a Constitution save?
Needs to beat a 12.
Yes.
Gets a 13.
Damn it!
All right, cool. So Spinister's in trouble, and then Victor. So
He's
currently
prone.
he is grappled and prone.
I'm going to walk up to him
Mm-hmm.
and touching the dragonborn. I just want to just like calmly walk over to this Sinister, and I want to holding a small piece of iron, just kind of let it fade away in the dust, or sorry, let the dust fade away into the wind as I try and cast Hold Person on him.
Cool.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
It's a Wisdom save for him. He has to beat a 12.
He succeeds with a 14.
He's not paralyzed. Fantastic.
No, I'm holding in person. Hold personing.
Yeah, but if
The
he was,
fighter
if
hold
he was
person.
paralyzed, we were just gonna roll him off the cliff.
That would have been so sweet.
And since that's not gonna be the case, I'm gonna stay close enough in range with the partner. And since I entered when he starts his turn, he has to do a 1d6. So as a bonus action, I can't do that either. Okay, yeah,
That's your
that's
turn?
the end of my turn.
All right,
I
cool.
have some
as
pretty
you
meta
do this,
information, so
some meta info. Very,
Yeah.
very interesting. Spinister is just like rocking in your hands as his little wings are torn in some weird directions. He's like, "Filthy dragon spawn! Release me!" And that brings us to Akara.
All right, wonderful. So I'm gonna start off, spend my bonus action on Second Wind. So I regain 6 hit points, and you 3 guys, I'll get 3.
yay!
What the heck?
Yeah.
So you, what do you call out to everybody?
What do I call out?
After being called a dragon spawn.
I'd say this guy's ripe for the beating, so get on in here while the getting is good. And I'm just gonna hit him.
Awesome.
I suppose we're both prone, so I would have advantage to hit him, but disadvantage to throw hands. So that's just a regular
Easy down.
dice roll. That's a 13 to hit.
You succeed. You beat his natural
All right,
armor.
he takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as I just hit him right in the
Body.
in the kidneys.
Body.
I got that rap. I'm just bop bop.
Bop, bop. Cool. He takes half of that. But it's still something.
Good job, everybody.
Go team.
And then
Go
the
team.
imps go.
Oh, fuck. Bring it.
They have no idea what's happened to their leader. So they all gleefully go into this barbarian. It's going,
Because I still am holding the one, does he still get
sorry.
an attack?
He will still get an attack.
But it'd be
he'll-
disadvantage?
No, I don't think so. He'll just be able to attack, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go with the first two on the left. They both miss. What is your AC again? It's 15 or something like that?
14.
14, cool, yeah, they still miss. And then the other two on the right. So the one in your hand actually does hit you. I assume it just starts gnawing on your fingers.
Oh, I lied. I do have nets.
And so you're going to need to make a constitution save.
Okay. Very constitutional. And that is a 13.
Cool.
Morning
So you
constitutional.
take 5 piercing damage and then also 5 poison damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And with the imps done, it's Flax.
Okay, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on one of these guys that's not injured. Is one of them not injured?
I think the one nearest to you isn't.
Okay. So he needs to make a... Is it Wisdom save? Wisdom save.
So he gets a natural 19.
Damn. Yeah, he saves. So he takes half damage on this. Half 3d6. So he takes 5 psychic damage. And that's it for him.
Cool. That imp is bloodied.
Cool. And then I'm gonna bonus action give one of my dice to D'Artagnan.
Oh, baby.
I feel so inspired.
Bardic Inspiration.
What do you do to inspire him? Just clang the cymbals, or do you yell anything at him?
You can do it, buddy! I wish I had a quote from the speech earlier. Burn, destroy, in the name of
Zariel.
Zariel! And I clang the cymbals together.
For her.
Do it for your mother!
I got it from my mama.
And then I get back in range of the Dragonborn.
All right, D'Artagnan. So you are now feeling very inspired. You've got a little imp in your hand.
Can I just... I don't want him in my hand anymore. I'm kind of like, I'm over holding y'all greasy ass, so can I just throw him?
Yeah, that would be your action, though.
That would be my action?
You can let go of him, smash him with your weapon.
You could also just take one of your hand axes and try and like bisect him in your hand.
Ah, that's a really good idea, actually. I'm going to take one of my
fish.
hand axes and just kind of like I'm dinging the triangle to tell the people out that work in the
More
field that it's
cowbell.
food.
More cowbell.
All the cowbell.
You got advantage on this too.
Fish fillet.
Do I?
Imp fillet.
That is a 15.
That hits.
All right. That's 9 damage.
9 damage. You shear through his rib cage, and he's got a big chunk missing out of him, and you can see the bottom of his body is like a little looser than it should be, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, and I get +2 to that actually as well on top of my rage, so it's 11 damage.
11? Okay, cool. So he is just barely alive. You can see the glint in his eyes is fading, but he's still alive.
And
Sorry, just a side note about this, because I'm a College of Valor, you can also use the inspiration dice to boost your AC.
to boost my AC.
Yeah,
If you want
Okay.
to.
if you want. That's
Before
Okay.
you know the effects of what happens.
Okay.
I believe.
It won't help you now, but just decide.
If someone rolls really high, you
Yeah.
could be like, oh, maybe.
Okay, anything else for your turn?
No, that's it for my turn.
That brings us to Spinister, who's going to try and break out of the grapple here. So pose strength check.
Thank you very
not
much
very
for
strong.
listening, and we'll see you next time.
That's
on
a
Tales
19
from the
for
coast.
athletics, or would that just be raw strength?
I would probably go with athletics.
All right,
And
19.
Spinster gets a nat 1.
Choke him harder.
So as he squirms, you just find like the perfect point to squeeze.
Yep, I'm gonna try to get those legs in there wrapped too.
Oh, Bull Nelson.
Awesome.
Yep, while I never did as much book learning as my parents would have liked, I did do some wrestling.
And you wrestling
Yes.
real good.
I've endeavored to train with many weapons. As a man of culture.
All right, Victor.
Fisticuffs are one of them.
That brings us to your go.
I'm going to use my Halo of Mist and symbiotic entity with the mist, and so that's my full action. But I'm going to receive a few hit points, which is pretty good, 4 per hit level. And I'm going to do some extra damage. Since he's in my range of 10 feet, anyone I choose, including this disgusting devil, needs to make a Constitution save.
Fails with a 8.
Nice. And then he's going to take 2d4 instead of just regular 1d4 for 5 necrotic damage.
Okay. He is bloodied.
Nice. That's about all I can really do right now.
Then on to Akara.
Alright. So I'm just gonna whisper in this guy's ear. You know where I said where biting wasn't Queensberry rules? I lied. I'm gonna try to bite him. For just another unarmed attack. That's 23.
Oh, that is a definite hit.
Alright, he takes another 4 points of technically, since it's an arm, it's bludgeoning damages. I just like gnaw on his shoulder. I'm a dragon. Gotcha.
Dragging these teeth through your skin.
He squeals kind of pitifully. He's, "Ah!" And that brings us to the imps.
So before the imps go, I know he was saying with this Bardic Inspiration, I can use it to put on top of my AC.
I'm pretty sure it's for a single attack.
For a single attack.
So if there's a big guy that hits you, or you think he's gonna hit you really hard, you can use it for your AC, or you could use it to try to hit someone.
Okay.
Regular bardic stuff.
Okay, so we'll do the first 2 on the left attack once again. One misses with a 6, and the other gets a 16.
Ooh, that hits.
And so that one is going to do... Make a Constitution save as well.
That is a 16.
Alright, so you pass, you take 5 piercing damage and 5 poison damage.
Okay.
And the other 2 miss, getting a 10 and a 7.
Okay.
With the imps done, that brings us to Flax.
Right. So I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on this one that I hit last turn. So he needs to make a save.
Wisdom save?
Yes, wisdom save.
Getting a 7.
7, that doesn't save. Nice. So I hit him with 3 psychic damage.
Okay. And he's got disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yes, sir. And then I will bonus action use Bardic Inspiration on... Let's do the Dragonborn.
Sweet.
Does he already have some or no?
No.
Nice, that's
But
awesome.
now I'm inspired.
Feels like you got this guy's under control.
I feel inspired.
Flax is just slowly growing on you.
How do you inspire him?
Crush his skull! Make him bleed!
Clang, clang.
I love that your instrument is symbols.
Ting, ting, ting.
All right,
He's a
that
man of
brings us-
symbol taste.
Symbol taste. Oh, that's beautiful. And on that inspiring note, D'Artagnan, back to you.
I groan at simple taste.
Because you're a man of such complex tastes, aren't you, D'Artagnan?
I certainly am.
Do you still have Fire in these two?
I do not anymore.
No,
I
he's
tried
gone?
to use Hold Person, which is also a
Oh, you still have advantage on the one in your hand, though.
Yeah, then I'm going to take another swing at him just because I don't fucking like him. And
That's definitely a hit.
definitely hits. Can I even roll long enough to not kill him?
No. How do you destroy this withered imp in your hand?
Fishbowl
So
light.
I'm gonna take the hand axe and I'm gonna just finish cutting through his body as it falls right in front of his imp friends. And then I'm gonna whip what was the other part of his body just behind me without looking. And then I'm not sure if this is a bonus action or what it would be, but I'm going to could I attempt to use intimidation to scream at him? Just.
Yeah, of course.
Oof. And that is a 7 for intimidation.
That's pretty badass, but they don't seem to care too much.
Nah.
I've seen worse shit in hell.
Yeah, I imagine.
And then Spinister, once again, opposed strength check to try and break out.
And a Constitution check.
Start of his turn. Constitution check to start.
That's 16.
Okay, so his first con, he gets 19. And then for his breakout, rolls a 2. So he's just getting tighter and tighter. Is he restrained now?
I would have to use an action to try to... Well, also, I'd probably have to take a feat in order to try to restrain him.
Cool. One last thing he tries to do on your turn, or on his turn, is he tries to roll and get both of you rolling off the cliff.
I control this grapple. He can't roll away from me. So we flip over to the side and I say, nope.
Nuh-uh.
As far as you're going, buddy.
Cool.
It's the end of the road for you.
That is his turn, so on to Victor.
Squeeze him some more.
There's a line there. I'm guessing that's a little bit of a hill as well. So is that difficult terrain?
No, it's just kind of like...
Even then, I think I should be able to do it. So if this is 5, and then that's 15. This is 25. I'm entering their range, and then that, I guess, because this will be difficult terrain too. So I think I'm good enough that these are all within 10 feet of me. Cause if that's,
Yes, 5, 10, yep, definitely.
They all need to make Constitution saves
All right, we'll do...
against my DC 12, which is
2.
12.
Wow, they both get unnatural 20s, and then the one on the right gets a 17.
Shit.
That is a shame, because even with D4 damage, I would have murdered, like, all of them.
Frick. And then I'm going to use my action to, dropping my walking stick that I've got, I guess, with torch on it. I'm just going to try and just pull out my primal savagery and just claw one of these things down.
Cool.
For a not hit, I believe, because that would be my proficiencies.
Need to beat a 13.
10. Yeah, I did not. Trying there, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to back with the Undying Barbarian.
Awesome. And Akara.
All right. I suppose, I would like to try to use my action to pin this guy down.
How many turns have you had him restrained for? Or, sorry,
Grapple.
Several, but I don't have the grappler feat.
But I'm pretty sure if you keep someone in a restraint for
like
more than 3 turns,
they
they're
are restrained.
Yeah, he can't move anymore.
Well, they can't. Their speed drops to 0 when they're grappled, but I don't think he would count as restrained unless
I'm going to check the rules just to check. But I
Go
believe
for it.
that if you're...
We'll play it as is, because he's stuck anyways right now. So.
Okay.
But I think you're right, Tyler. That rings a bell.
I'm gonna try to violently pin this guy to the ground. Just take his head, bonk.
Cool.
That's a natural 20.
Boom.
So, I'm gonna violently pin this guy's head to the ground.
You definitely do.
That's another 20
Oh, god damn.
and I don't know how that interacts with the only doing 1 point of damage, or 1 point of damage on a grapple, or on an unarmed attack. So, fuck this guy.
I kind of want to say, so you didn't roll any damage die, did you?
No, there's no, it's just 1 plus your strength modifier for a unarmed attack.
Roll me 2d4s.
Alright, unless you're a monk, in which case that's a 2 and a 1, so that's 3 plus
3.
my strength modifier.
Yeah.
So that's 6 points of damage.
6.
So just bonk, bonk,
Gonna,
bonk.
just considering those 2 nat 20s in a row, gonna double the unmodified damage. So 6 plus 3, so 9, as you just... and then just have him severely pinned.
Mm-hmm. I'm on top now.
Yeah.
Just gonna try to stretch out that arm a little bit and just kind of keep him there.
I think this is just like the first Avengers movie with Loki and the Hulk.
Oh.
This thing is googly-eyed beneath you and is like almost all the fight's gone out of it.
Yep. And so what were you saying about taking us prisoners? Why don't you start talking, buddy?
It just gurgles as like a broken tooth falls out of his mouth.
Gonna squeeze the head a little bit more. That's not the talking I'm looking for.
Awesome. A little bit of like demonic ichor drips out of its mouth too, and its tongue lolls.
He's still alive though. He's got fighting him, right?
I wouldn't say fight, but he's still alive.
Okay.
Damn. Now the imp's turn.
They all
Gonna
make
see
the
if they-
Constitution rolls.
Yeah, so we'll do those two first. One gets a critical fail, the other gets a 19, and the other one gets a 12.
So one of them takes 5 damage of necrotic.
Cool. That destroys one of them.
I'm gonna go with the one that's closest to me.
Perfect. And they are both going to attack D'Artagnan.
Bragart.
Getting a 5 and a 16. I assume the 16 hits?
16 hits.
Alrighty, so you
Use this
take...
if you want to reduce.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this to reduce damage.
To reduce damage?
Or
In order to add to your AC?
Add it to your AC.
Add to my AC, yeah.
Possibly reduce damage.
2.
So what was your AC again?
14, so now it's
So
6.
16, so you're good. No, that would still hit. Okay. So 5 damage
And a Constitution
and a
save.
Constitution save.
Good try though.
And that is a 19 on the Constitution.
Cool. So you just take 5 poison damage from this little bite.
So just
So
5
straight
damage?
up 5 damage, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, 5 poison damage, and then you take 5 piercing damage from the bite itself,
So 2.
which would be halved.
So 7 total.
So 7 total?
7 total.
And then on to Flax's turn.
I want to walk up to this devil and just look at him and say, "Now it's my time to shine," and pull out or take out my dagger and try to like remove one of his eyeballs.
Sounds good. That is sick and disgusting.
Attack roll?
Yeah.
With advantage?
I'd say with definitely with advantage.
Because you still haven't kicked.
Yeah, I still got him.
14.
Yeah, it's not the cleanest gouge, but you definitely gouge as I am.
Stab him in the fucking eye.
Okay.
Just
And my
so
head's
excited
like
about
right
it,
there, and I'm just like,
oh, sorry.
okay.
After I do that, I remove the eye, I hold it up, and I yell up to the imps and anyone in the valley and say, "This is what will happen to you! You'll be next!"
I bet you that was a big surprise.
Oh my god. Intimidation check there, Marcel.
No.
He's just shaking from being coked up.
Blood.
Does he drop that or something?
Yeah, drops it.
Yeah.
Starts tumbling down the cliff.
Squirts out of your hand, rolls across the cliff. And you look up, and the imps haven't even seen any of this.
Just wanting attention and no one gives a shit.
Yeah. Akara, on the other hand, is probably quite scarred,
I'm like-
covered in this creature's blood.
Just like squirting out of the
Yeah,
eye.
because my head is like right next to this thing's head, and I'm just like,
What color is the blood? Black, red?
I was thinking kind of like a really dark purple.
Ew.
I spit some of this out of my mouth like, fuck. I'm no longer so sure about flax.
I don't know
My
if you have an
opinion's
inspiration, but if you don't,
fluctuating
you
up and
definitely
down
don't.
like crazy.
Sorry, did I need to roll damage at all for that? Does it count towards damage?
You couldn't have not killed him.
Okay, so
So-
that killed him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
The little scheming Spinister has been...
Oh yeah. Nice.
The life's been gouged out of him. Straight through the eyeball.
Cool. With this little imp in
unsee
front of me,
this.
I'm starting to get a little kind of ticked off of these little fuckers. So I'm gonna take my hand axe and just kind of give him right on top of him.
Okay.
Ooh, motherfucker, that's a natural one.
Yeah. You miss.
Yeah, I figured.
Maybe you just hear Flax behind you and it just distracted you as he did his eyeball speech of what?
If you're holding 2 hand axes, if you have a second one,
Yeah, I do have a second one. Can I use a hand axe as a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that is, pardon me, that's a 15.
That hits?
And so that's the d6, and I'm actually gonna steal that other d6 because I also have Divine Fury, so I get an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage if I'm raging.
Cool.
No, not your...
12?
You add your proficiency to hit, but not
This
your
sounds a lot
strength
like-
damage.
sorry, yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question as you cleave this other imp in half.
and he kills it?
Dead.
Anything else for your turn?
And then I am actually gonna incur an opportunity to attack and move away from this fella.
Alright, cool. He gets a nat 20
Motherfucker.
and confirms with a... Well, it doesn't confirm with a 2. So you take 10 piercing damage.
And I'm down.
It'll be halved though too. Because you're still raging. You're
Is
still
it
down.
greater than 1?
And then you'd have to make a Constitution save, but you can't save because you're incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm kind of... He kind of... As I walk
Frothing
away,
at the mouth.
I'm like... and kind of gives me... Ding! I'm like, oh.
Just gallantly turn away and collapse to the ground. Frothing from the mouth as the poison makes you fail a death save.
Ah.
Embarrassing.
Out of initiative order, though, just going to make a perception check for that last imp. I feel like this is the end of the combat. So out of initiative, it looks what's going on and just goes, eek, and goes invisible and flies away.
Oh, did he start his turn?
You did.
He's within 10 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Can he roll a
Constitution
Constitution save?
He gets a 15. So he just fucks right off.
Shit.
Go on.
Would
So
have been
this-
his turn before mine?
Technically, no. You would have gone first if you were still in initiative. Do you want to murder this guy?
I do.
Then murder this
I
guy.
really do. As he tries to run away, just before he goes invisible, I want to like just scramble up this like difficult terrain hill, like with both hands, like looking more like an animal, and just jump, like letting go of everything I have. So I guess I have a shield in hand, and I just want to like pull out the claws of primal savagery and just try and dive and just sink these into him.
Cool.
Oh, this fucking works. Paul, where's that good dice of yours?
I'll let you use it.
Please.
Oh,
So he just disappears right as I go to jump.
that's a 3. As you jump, he poofs into nothingness and vanishes. And with that, so D'Artagnan is frothing from the mouth on the ground. Spinister is missing an eyeball and a whole bunch of teeth and very much dead. What do you guys do?
Maybe cast something to save me. Cause
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to my friend D'Artagnan. Yeah, I'll just do a medicine check. Actually, I have her medicine kit
you've got-
on me in my backpack,
Even
so
better.
Cool.
I'm gonna use one of those that has 10 uses, and
Sweet.
I don't have to roll. So,
Awesome, he is stable.
but he needs to do a 1d4 to see how long he'll be out for.
3.
3 hours.
3 hours,
He's definitely the biggest part of the group too, well, the heaviest.
but he's alive.
He's alive.
He's got that health potion. We shove it down his throat.
Honey pot.
I mean, he'll be fine. Let's just take a rest. I think.
Yeah.
Taking a short rest, and
Because I feel like the honeypot is like pretty powerful, and you guys probably want to save it.
Okay.
And
Noted.
I feel like everyone could probably use a short rest.
Okay.
Maybe we should take a long rest and then I'll maybe be awake. Or could we do a short rest
yeah.
of
How
3
many
hours?
hours have we been traveling with? Because it was early morning when we started this trip.
I'd say
and
it's
then-
been like almost a full day at this point, so it's
Wow,
probably
so
like late afternoon, early
okay.
evening.
So the sun, kind of like in the Yukon, I guess. If it's like summertime, it like is kind of going down.
As you look across the cliff, it's just slowly, almost just arcing across. So D'Artagnan is big time Z's, a little bit of foam on the side of his mouth. Everyone else a little bruised and battered, but feeling good.
Va, friends, he will be a moment, but should be awake. He is breathing. What shall we do? I can bring him to life now.
I can carry him. Not fast. I'm
Friend,
gonna be.
I do not want.
I'm
to
gonna be
burden you.
struggling.
This is
If you guys want to have a rest, I can heal him now.
is it dangerous to stay out here?
I'm just gonna pointedly just look around at this barren desert environment with fireballs raining from the sky in the distance and be like,
But where,
plausibly.
where will we go if we do not stay here?
Oh, that's.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna use my healing word spell on him and bring him back.
Okay, so he gets a D4 plus your spell mod.
That is a 6.
Nice.
Good job.
You get 6 health. He's
So
back
that's-
from the dirt.
7 total. And that doesn't take any material. Does any material components?
Okay.
So.
Cool. So, what's the plan? Are you guys going to continue or take a rest?
Yeah, let's try to go find a safe spot and have a long rest. You guys want to try to have a long rest? Otherwise, we're gonna be exhausted through the night, right?
And I only have one mad left.
Okay, let's try to do that.
In the vicinity, the safest spot is probably where the big boulder was shoved out from. And there's a big divot there that you guys could be relatively hidden from view unless anything was like right and directly around or above you.
Okay, let's go there.
Yeah.
Rest for the
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
Is there?
That's pretty smart there.
Can I do a survival check to know if there's like any other spots? Just knowing that the imp knows kind of where our location is, if it might be better to push on and find like a new spot maybe in the distance, or to go to this area that's more or less close by. For survival 17.
You're pretty sure, in fact, you're very certain that there's no large fortifications or any great forces in the vicinity, and so the imp's got to go a long ways before it would ever report to anything. And it is just a lowly imp. Its leaders wouldn't just run with it to come and chase you down.
Okay.
You should be safe here.
Okay.
Can I pull the dead bodies off the main path that we were taking?
Cool.
Yeah. The spine devil, I'll pull him out of view.
Just a little purple blood patch where he laid.
I do want to take off some of his, using my scimitar, take off some of his horns.
Yeah, some of his spines.
Yeah, some of his spine, sorry.
Sounds good.
Just a few small ones. And then put them into my bag. Just 2.
That sounds very cool.
What do you think? You want to put them on the end of like a spike or something and poke people with it and give them or poison damage?
Friend, I
That
do
work?
not know what I will use these for, but they're at least evidence of our attack. And our victory.
Am I able to find the eye that popped out?
You
I
can
keep
definitely
it?
find the eye.
Put it in.
There's
my
like a
pocket.
little bloody trail that ends in a dusty eyeball.
Do you blow it off or like brush off the dust, or do you just throw it in there all dusty?
Brush right off of it and I just shove it in my pocket. There's like obvious evidence that my pocket is now covered in blood, but YOLO, there's an eye in there.
How do you react to him picking up this eye and just dusting it off? You're like, yeah, putting it in his pocket. I know you've been pretty grossed out the whole time, so you're not loving it. Not loving it.
No.
A souvenir at its finest.
As I am taking off the horns of this thing, it's blind in one eye, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. Grave men near death, who see with blind sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay, but rage against the dying of the light. And I just want to push his body off the cliff.
Awesome. Do you have inspiration?
I do now.
You do now. Also, the spines you got, you can use them as darts, and they'll do an additional d6 fire damage on a hit.
No, that's super cool. Put those on like an arrow or something. That'd be fucking.
Grab one up, stab it into my leg. Oh, it burns! It burns! Pull it out.
So good.
Burns so good. All right, are you guys going to keep a rotation through the night or through the night?
So we hike our way through to a new area. Sorry, I missed that. I was
Sound like
reading
you,
some
no,
shit.
yeah, no worries. Sound like you guys were going to kind of hide in the hole left by the boulder that rolled down at you.
Oh,
little
nice.
crater.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm. So Tyler, your character be up there most of the night. Everyone else be sleeping and maybe taking turns being up.
Out like a light.
I am gonna put down pretending that I like an old human way of sleeping. I am going to still like sit up and put up a bedroll, and I'm gonna use some of our rations, I guess, before we go to bed. We all should have a few, starting from an explorer's pack. But since I like that shit, I'm gonna record. If you're all alright with that.
Yep.
So we're down to 7 days of rations since we lost our tattoos. And we are out of water. At least I am.
All right, and so Flax, as you drift off to sleep, almost there's this rhythmic clang that starts off almost just like a gentle heartbeat that you drift off to, and it kind of clangs into these resounding cymbals in time with the beat of a heart, and you hear this almost like carnival circus music starts to play in your head, a little dun, 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 and this voice rings out, "Ah ha ha hoo 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 hoo! You've barely been an extra in my grand show, but to you now, little fire flipper, I say bravo! Such delicious murder and strife. You've momentarily sated my immense appetite. If you seek a fiery boon, come now, little fire flipper. Why don't you continue this tune?" And then there's a little as it fades away.
Cool. That's awesome.
That
That's
is
really cool.
that is really witty. I like that a lot. Very creative.
In the dim light, I just want to walk over to the cliff as our characters kind of snuggle in cozy next to the rocks. Hopefully finding a slightly cooler place than the hostile climate we've been in. And with my walking stick, I just want to look out to the horizon, or maybe the setting-ish sun, setting up dancing lights. And I just want to sit there and talk to myself, or rather to the lights. Eva, I do not know how I have got here, or where I'm going. I'm lost. But these friends, they are the best companions I've had in a very long time. I will be sad to watch them die. Because they will not live as long as we have. And hopefully I can see them grow and get old. But Van is special. Van I watched die. Van I see again. Maybe sticking with him is special. I wish to know and to think and to ponder about why I am here and why I am gone. And I wonder if I am dead too, and if I am stuck here, and if I will ever find you. And then that's it.
Cool. As you, I assume there's like a bit of a pause before you release the cantrip.
Oh yeah.
Before you release it, it's almost like something else takes control of the dancing lights, and the image kind of shimmers in front of you and fractures into 5 different pieces before vanishing.
Into like the 5 different lights that kind of make it up, I guess, or okay. So, but it felt like it was out of my control, and it fractures, like a brokenness.
Almost. Like think of like this is a pretty big example, but almost like the ancient continent of Pangea, like fracturing into different parts.
Okay.
Think of kind of like that, but just way faster and not nearly as big.
Okay, and definitely out of my control. Having my hand, because my spellcasting druid focus is actually vampire teeth from my beloved, and do I feel
Metal as fuck.
do I feel any different holding that using my cantrip?
No, I think you might just feel like really disturbed because I feel like this is a very kind of integral part of your character, and something else is clearly either witnessed or even like commandeered it for a second.
Okay. Can I roll to, I guess, see how that felt? Like, was it like an Arcana check, I guess? Which is only a 15?
You just
Still
feel
15.
like something much greater than yourself has intruded on a very deeply personal moment.
Like a very strong magic?
Yeah.
Okay. And would it be natural in life? Like something that I possibly have seen as a farmer and I guess something connected more as like a druid?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's fucking disturbing.
And as everyone left is sleeping and you look out over this vista, I think you're left with like a very dark thought.
My character's
I'm
convinced
gonna
that I am
just
dead.
settle down into my nice, comfy little position in amongst the rocks and the dirt, and say, "Man, this fucking sucks. I wish I had a nice bed." And then I'm gonna take my sword and my gold, and I'm gonna wrap them up in my cloak and put them in little wrap under my head for a little pillow, and I'm gonna go, fuck this shit, I'm out, and fall asleep.
Awesome.
I am not as disturbed by these segments. Perhaps it's because I lack the situational awareness. But I feel like we're on the right track, boys. I feel good about this situation. Things are improving.
Maybe I am dead, and the rest of us are dead too. Maybe we all can live forever. And then in my head I want to look over at the Dragonborn, and I know him as if he was my friend forever, and he is the last of my memories. We came here together and we are still together.
As healthy as a horse.
If I were to kill him, I wonder if he would still be dead. Should I share my thoughts of death with everyone? I guess I shall refrain. I just want to go sit in my bed and just be super curious about everything that's kind of happened in the last what I can remember, I guess last few years.
One thing your character would remember too is that your companions do bleed.
Are you sitting there watching him while he sleeps almost creepily?
I watch you all while you sleep.
Awesome.
Only for about half of the time you're sleeping.
Only for 3-4 hours.
And since it's dim light, I do have superior dark vision. And I'm going to just kind of look out and even walk up maybe above the boulder just to see if I do see anything coming.
Cool. There's nothing. It's just barren emptiness.
Okay, well I'm going to take the last 4 hours to, I guess, go to bed as I just sit in bed and keep my eyes wide open and look at the barren sky.
Cool. Everybody wakes up with a start at the exact same time as Flax goes, "Oh my god!" God! And as you wake up, there's 2 little balls of flat fire between your palms.
Oh, cool.
I roll over and I'm going back to sleep. This is just some spooky stuff that does not... I do not need the stress in my life, Flax.
So I have fire in my hand?
Yeah, and you kind of come to and you're just like hot potato juggling them.
I'm like, I get up and go, pass, I'm open.
Oh, I totally tossed one out. Catch!
Can I catch it?
Of course you can.
Ah! And I'm just like, in the movie Bad News Bears where they're playing hot potato and he just grabs the potato and holds on to it. I'm doing that.
Nice. It sizzles in your hand.
Is it still there?
Mm-hmm.
I want to like frantically get up from a straight, stiff position.
Wait, do you like
Hold
do
it, Fred.
the raise out of the coffin like the vampires do?
Sure, yes. Yeah. And I want to run up to him and like grab his like burnt chest, I guess, and whatever remaining ripped clothing he has that I just gave him recently, and I want to hold it, friend, hold it, and I want to do an Arcana check on it.
Cool.
17.
It seems that somehow throughout his sleep, Flax has learnt how to produce flames, and he's conjured this flame into being.
Clearly they are not letting me sleep. What is wrong with you people?
Can I throw it at him?
Shush, dragon.
Pass it back.
This is
pass
very
it back.
important. Can
Right.
you control it?
I grab it and I'm like controlling this flame and I look at everyone and say, "Everyone, I've had an epiphany. I've seen a vision in my dreams and it's granted me the ability to burn everything."
Just like in your glinting eyes, are just little tiny flames reflecting.
Can he like telekinetically move this fire, or is it just like a physical movement?
Like a
Physical thing?
ball.
Like you
right?
have to like physically touch it and move it. It's not like you can't
Out
think.
of... Yeah, it's
Can I
not
get
like
moved?
telekinetic.
Yeah.
Out of like role-playing stuff, your character has learned how to produce flames.
Nice.
And
But can you control it, friend? I want to grab down to my bag and grab out one of the torches and just throw it into the air, like heading off the cliff. Shoot!
Okay, I cast it right at the torch.
make a attack roll.
Okay. We're gonna do some inspiration right now. Come on. There we go. That's a 15.
Yep, you just whip it out and it nails the torch. Was the torch lit or no?
Not lit. No.
Yeah, the
it's
torch
just like
spins through the air, just and then
falls off
disappears over the cliff.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, and then I make the flame appear in my hand again and say, "I have all the control I need." And then I'm gonna light up 2 other torches and start juggling this flaming ball and 2 torches.
Performance check.
Oh, that is an 11.
You're doing it,
Yeah.
and then you flail one, and one of the torches just thonks into D'Artagnan's chest.
Does that light shirt white up? The white shirt that I gave you?
Just a little scorched, might have to pat it off real
She's
quick.
more scorched. Like.
At this point, I'm like 80% soot anyway. My skin's red, but it's mostly black from soot. Yeah.
Also, Marcel, this is totally just me messing around with things, so
Yeah.
might change it at a later date. But when you do produce flames, you can use a bonus action on your turn to juggle the fire. And so when you do this, whatever orb you have,
Yeah.
it'll depend on the level too. So you know how like cantrips level up?
Yeah.
So 1 to 4, you just have this one ball, and when
Yeah.
you juggle it, it splits into 2, which you juggle.
Okay.
And then on another turn, like progressive turn later on, you can
Yeah.
use your bonus action to throw them at a target.
Okay.
And instead of doing 1d8, it'll do 2d4.
Okay.
And
I
as
see.
you level up, it'll progress.
Okay. Okay.
I like that actually.
That's pretty cool.
4.
Yeah,
Not crazy modifications, but I see you.
yeah, so little thing. And I think, like I said, it's just kind of like just fucking with stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But when you do juggle it and then use it later on,
Yeah.
so that'll use your bonus action to actually use it as an attack, but you
Okay.
can add your spell mod to it as well.
That's so
Okay.
cool. I love it.
So we'll have to see if it's worth using, because it does use your bonus action,
Yeah.
and potentially will cause some burst damage, because you'll be able to do an attack, and then this is an extra at the same turn.
Yeah.
But then once again, bonus action's used, so we'll see.
Okay. Cool. That's a really unique way to have it.
Magnificent
Car just
flax.
wants you all to know that this is ruining his sleep.
Also with this, I want to flip out a coin from my pocket and let it kind of ting and hit the ground. Get up, you fool. Be armored.
So,
I thought we were getting a full rest. This is insufficient.
Is it complete daylight now?
Dim
Is
light,
it
but
ever
the other
complete?
sun is
Still
blinding
dim light?
too.
I'll take it. Can I walk over to the cliff or the high point, maybe even up above, and look for any signs of water?
None visible. Well, you can roll a check, of course.
Nature or perception?
Perception.
For 19?
19? Yeah, all you see is just arid, dry rock stretching out
As
before
we
you.
reset our set up camp, I want to pour open my very empty water skin and say, "Friends, I am running out of water, and I do not know how much you have, but this is something I worry about."
I'm sure there'll be some water at our destination, and if not, we'll just drink everyone's blood along the way. You must be accustomed to that, are you not?
I want to open the just glance at the vial that I have in my pocket of check my pocket of this disgusting smelling blood that I kept.
It's still swirling slightly, like something's moving around in it.
If only a last resort.
Kind of like an oyster shot with something raw and living inside. So,
We wanna
hope is
push on.
Darkspine has some water.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Okay, so you guys set out?
Yeah, let's
Yep.
push on to Darkspine.
Yep.
Would anybody, whoever feels like they would be leading, want to make a survival check?
Yep. That's a 9. We're going the right way, guys. I can feel it.
I want to also do I don't know if I completely believe
Do not. You should not.
survival, so that's +2 on top of that, so that's 17.
17? Cool. After
Small
many
dispute.
moons of traveling with Akara, you know that sometimes confidence gets the betterness of his judgment, and that you're going just slightly the wrong way.
Just like a small, like
That
90 degree
That looked
turn.
about 90 degrees in difference. And I just want to whisper that to him and say, "Okay, I believe, friend, we are the opposite direction of where we are going. So possibly, I know we are getting there, but if you would please head over to the other course. And in time, I'm sure."
And this is why the key to good leadership is surrounding yourself with the right people. And without another word, I'm just going to pivot 90 degrees and start going in the new direction. I'm not going to explain it to the other two. We've reached the right turning point, guys, and now we're going this way on this
reasonable.
featureless plane.
Awesome. You guys are still climbing a little bit too, but it seems like you're almost reaching the summit of this kind of large escarpment.
Rather than question the 90-degree turn, I'm going to almost emulate his 90-degree turn and kind of like
Reach the same point.
turn and keep going. Yeah.
Cool. And so as you go onwards, with the correction of course from Victor,
Is it quite hot during this?
it's quite hot. It's probably like mid-morning at this point. A couple hours have gone by. Sun's rising even higher, getting quite hot. And you crest the top of the rise, and before you, down on the other side, is the ruins of a great city. The architecture is kind of Roman in look, but all the stone is almost this like black obsidian and very dark granite. And there's almost the occasional storm cloud hovering in the area, including right in the very center, there's this tower that clearly was like the citadel of the city, but it's askew amid a whole bunch of floating rubble of foundation and large boulders and other kinds of big city work that's just slowly rotating through the sky. It looks kind of like if the Leaning Tower of Pizza was hanging in the air and made of black stone.
Spooky.
As we're walking and getting a little dehydrated, I'm gonna pick up the sand and say, with my sand and also the teeth that I have as a necklace, say, "Eva, if you could help me," and I'm gonna try and use create or destroy water, and I want to create 10 gallons of clean water, and look to the crew and say, "Open your canisters, everything we have."
I'm
Try
opening
and
up
fill them.
water stacks. I'm like, I've even got his helmet underneath there. I'm like, I'm getting thirsty.
A few seconds go by without anything happening, and then there's just this slight little blink off Akara's armor, and it looks as if a tear has trailed down his armor, and then a few more slowly start to fall, these very teardrop-shaped water, and then it starts to pour down into all the canteens and such.
Nice.
Just as much as possible.
So
I'm
fill
just
our
gonna take a
canisters
knee
and
and
then
just
drink off. Of
open my
whatever else
mouth.
we were using. Yeah, like I'm gonna pull off like a. I guess I don't really have a hat.
I got my water skins.
Yeah, I've got a water skin. I think those hold 4 liters.
Something like that.
So that's still a ton of water just pouring over top of us. I like your idea of the helmet, just using it. I'm gonna hold my hands open, everything I can to try and drink the water, and then store for full water.
It's a good day to travel with a druid.
Because water skins are difficult to fill in this manner, does that mean we wouldn't quite fill them all?
I think you'd be able to, because it sounds like the spell is directly tailored to
Magically
fill them.
fills them. And
It
then
magically,
the rest just falls as rain.
In this case, it does almost seem like teardrops, rather than just normal rain.
Okay.
Well, big dragons don't cry, so I don't know that. I definitely don't cry myself to sleep dreaming of my more successful siblings. No, I feel good. This is actually excellent change. We're making the right pivot, guys. We made the good turns, and now we're at the spot where we gotta be. Everybody, you're doing great. I'm proud of all of you. Good work, team.
Do we see ourselves with some extra health there? That felt like a pump up.
Pump.
Only in your imaginations.
Mentally healthier, I like it.
Yes.
Like a placebo hit point.
Yeah, like a
Placebo.
placebo temporary hit point. You think you've got it
It's not.
until you get hit.
I'm also going to give, you should have 10 torches to start with, and now I've got 9, but I'm going to give you 5 of my torches.
Okay.
Because I feel like they'll be better used for you. With the rest of the rain and stuff like that, I want to wash my face from all the, I'm guessing, soot and disgustingness that is,
Hell.
I guess, yeah, hell.
D'Artagnan, in the
Maybe
rain
some of the
too, a lot
blood
of your
off of us.
burnt skin flakes off, revealing fresh new skin underneath. You're all good.
Ooh. I feel good.
Like I should.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay, so you guys gonna head down into this ruined city?
Yup.
Can we
You see
do
it
a
in the distance?
Can I do a perception check on
Absolutely.
this?
What are you looking for?
Is there like gates?
Yeah, gates or anybody alive or any sort of movement coming out of the city.
Nothing you can see. The side you're coming from is just all this rock, and it's all like the rock faces are pointing towards the ruined city. And it looks almost as if like the ruined city collided with this like mountainish hilltop that you're in, and a bunch of
So
the
we're
rocks.
above it?
kinda-
We're
yeah.
above it? Looking down at it, I guess?
Mhm.
And is there any big walls that were part of the city, or even the half that is, like, I guess the outside, where it looks like the inside is, like, half of the city, so it has rammed into this mountain?
Mhm.
Is that correct? So the way I'm picturing is there was, like, a full city would have its full walls, and then we're hitting it with the mountain just in the center, and then...
Very shit picture I drew just for my own idea is in the middle there. So you guys are coming from this way, and this is roughly what you see. And this just random, broken, large
those are-
stone buildings and
were
such.
Stone buildings. Okay, and is this a wall then?
No, just kind of the outskirts of where the buildings are.
And then this is that big giant floating spire.
In the center, yeah.
There's a floating spire.
It's quite high in the air, too.
So level with us, more or less?
Yeah.
From the height we're at, so like 200 feet in the air. How does it hold there? Just magic?
Just magic.
No chain anchoring it there or anything like that?
No, there was a whole bunch of large blocks of masonry and masonry, and stonework and such floating in the air as well.
Okay.
Perhaps whatever ritual brought the city here still has some residual magic.
Okay.
Let's go check out the city.
But how will we even get up there?
Very carefully.
The spire is not just the city. The spire is just like whoever was the lord of the city probably lived in said spire, but the city is still very vast, and there's a whole
Right.
bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
Mother Knight also said that the thing she's looking for is in the catacombs, deep below.
Well, I do believe we should move very quickly through this, because if anything were to see us walking, and there's no overhead cover that we could take or anything like that, hey?
Not where you are now, you're pretty exposed.
Anything in the spire would see us. So move quickly to the city and then move stealthily from there.
Is this the city of souls? Because don't get me wrong, I see the city, but like I don't see any souls.
I do not know, friend.
Can we do an insight check to see if this is the city of souls?
History, maybe?
History or insight?
History.
Okay.
Where's that
That is
thing's 20s, man? Where's that?
that's an 8.
A city of lost souls, maybe, but you don't really know.
Since he's talking to me about it, like, would a reminder of this help at all? Like a history of 17?
17? Yep. So as you had heard, and maybe from some of your own knowledge from being alive for such a long time also, the city used to reside in the material plane, and some crazy ritual brought it here. And you've heard that it is now literally a city of lost souls, host to a whole bunch of undead, and that devil named Keeper, who Mother Night mentioned, also resides here somewhere.
Yes. Yes, we are looking for Keeper. I guess some souls do see here, but as you say, I do not see any.
Do we see any different routes to enter the city, or is it just the one main route?
You can come out from any way you want.
Well, fearless leader, do we go?
We go
Onward!
into the city. Let's find this keeper. Here on business. Stay close, though.
Yeah, Keeper was
Undead.
mostly an interest to Victor. Mother Night wanted an item called the Bleeding Eye, if I remember correctly.
That is correct. At least that's what I've got written.
Yeah, that should be it.
City of Souls, Bleeding Eye.
Yep. And the Shatter Quartz Crown.
So it's
And
planned you guys
Shatter
gonna
Crown?
Shatter Quartz Crown.
I think we're just gonna march in like we own the place down Central Road.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good. So you head on down.
There might be undead.
Friend, but I have one idea, Flax. My flammable friend. If you would be so kind, we could do small reconnaissance, you and I, and meet back with our strong team to make an entrance.
Strong team!
The sad, strong side.
My idea, I guess, is that I would turn into a wolf, and you could ride me, and we will go walk around a little bit faster than most, and I could just dash the entire time. You could be perceiving, because then you're not perceiving less, because you're not trying to avidly run. And then we can see if there's any entrances to the other side that might be more applicable, and then we could just hightail it back. Friends, we will only be gone for a short time, half an hour tops.
I mean, I'm cool with it. You want to
An
play some?
hour, I'm coming looking for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you want to
I
play?
don't do subtle.
You want to play cards?
I'm gonna flick up another coin.
Yes, I do.
And say, we all know, I know you will always be there, friend. I will see you in less than an hour. And give him another gold piece. That's up to 2. Let's fucking
3
do
dragon
it.
ante.
I'm gonna turn into a wolf and go as fast as I can, I guess.
Can I
You better
ride?
handle this animal, man.
I don't know about that, but we'll give it a shot.
All right. So Victor turns into a wolf. You hop astride and you take off down the hillside.
Yep.
Now that I am a wolf, I don't think that, at least for smelling, I should have advantage. I don't get dark sight in it, do I?
I don't think so as a wolf.
Nice, so the only time I can actually perceive stuff with a 19, plus my perception is 4, unless I have to use the direwolf's perception, but either way, it's above 20.
Cool. As you go, as far as smell goes, it smells faintly of ozone and burnt flesh as you go further. And there's a lot of burnt out buildings.
Ozone is like a...
Kind of think of aftermath of magic kind of idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and then burnt flesh. A lot of the buildings are just the residual stonework left, and then burnt wood. Kind
No
of
crying or anything like that. Though.
no sound, just a faint breeze just whistling through the ruins.
Okay. Cool. Anything you want to see or do, or any ideas?
It's a 7. I probably don't see a whole lot.
No, you don't see too much.
I'm seeing a bunch of fur on my face. Nice ride. Woo-hoo!
Turns out you're allergic. Eyes are all puffed up or something.
This isn't what I signed up for.
After 15 minutes or so of running through this, are we able to make good distance on some of the city, or?
Yeah, definitely. It seems like whatever happened here, there's none of the inhabitants are really in the streets. Whatever happened to them.
Okay.
As you go, though, you turn around a corner and enter this open square, and just kind of mindlessly milling across the other side are these burnt corpses, just inanimately standing there. There's just a gaggle of a couple of them, and they're just standing still.
I just want to quickly, and then can I smell them? Get a scent off what they smell like?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the burnt flesh?
Yeah,
Probably.
they definitely smell of burnt flesh and also undeath.
Okay. I'm kind of going to try and remember where they would be, as a third 3D map kind of thing, where we would be on the city as far as latitude, longitude, and is it mostly a grid city in a way, small enough,
Kind of like a circular, and then it's all
yeah, but it's still
larger
streets
circled out.
go
Yeah,
left
exactly.
and right instead of winding. Okay, all right, and I guess I can't say anything. So anything you want to do, Flex?
Not get seen by these guys right in front of us.
Good call. Let's hightail it back, I guess.
Cool.
Make it back to the group.
As you're going back to, you do notice that there's these areas where perhaps foundations have been destroyed or something, but looking around, there's actually these gaping holes in the ground, and it looks like the city actually goes quite a bit underneath also, and potentially the layer that you see is just the beginning.
Okay. Well, make it back, and hopefully under half an hour.
Yeah.
How'd the cards playing go?
That's a great question. How do we figure out
Who won?
Performance checks.
Performance.
I'm also
Depends, like, what?
Or sleight of hand.
I'm also proficient in playing cards.
So am I.
Well, actually, yeah, you guys
I feel
can
like
do
this is
your
going to be a
choice.
thing that happens all the time
Don't
now.
Tell me, don't say which one you're using, but do sleight of hand or performance, whatever you think your character would be more into.
Okay.
So that's a 4 and a 14.
Yes.
No, an 8 for me.
Well, it's a 16 with my check on.
Yeah.
Cool. Did either of you cheat?
I use performance, yeah.
Nice.
Me too.
Very admirable.
That's some bullshit. Bo cheated.
So Akara is being bested in an honest match of cards. Was there any wager up?
What do you think? Three gold pieces?
Sure thing.
Oh, that hurts, doesn't it, Ben?
It's my soul.
Sure thing.
But you gotta spend money to make money.
So soon after the wager's been handed over, you hear the padding of padded feet, not hooves.
And I can't say anything, so tell him everything about it.
We found some.
Do it in the voice. Come on, I love the voice.
I
He's
love
a
the
fantastic
voice.
person.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say here.
Just start with a high pitched something and then just move from there. It'll flow out.
The city is falling, and dead walking flesh roam the city, but the flesh has been burned. The blood fills the streets. I think this is our place.
With a big breath in.
What do you guys say?
I just want cards.
Alright. Well, guess we should get moving.
Oh, what? You don't want to lose some more money? Oh, right. You know
Well,
what?
if you
You're
want
right.
another
You're right.
round, double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
I pull out the eyeball. Triple or nothing.
I want to just go, like, as a wolf, I don't want to change back, and I just want to start, like, digging into the ground and, like, starting to make a bunch of noise as I'm, like, running in circles and, like, come on.
I think he wants to join in, too.
Performance?
I think this is important.
What? Jimmy's stuck in a well?
Persuasion.
Performance is 16.
Cool. Yeah, it seems like Victor's very ready to get moving into the city.
Well, then I'll take your money another time. How's that sound? There,
I'm just going to start walking into what I would have
We'll
thought
see.
perception would
We
be
will
like
see.
an easier way to get through the city and then into one of the underground areas.
Cool.
Like one of the holes, I guess, that maybe would have been, like, I don't think it's just a flat hole, hopefully. Like, you could kind of, the rubble falls down into it, you could walk in.
Mm-hmm. Imagine it kind of like an ant nest, all kind of riddled with these cave-ins and natural tunnels.
Okay.
Cool.
And potential, like, underground skyscraper
Yeah, I want
kind
to
of
walk
ideas.
to one of them and just kind of do the whole, what's that dog thing where they go, like, you guys see
They
that one where
point-
they
yeah,
point
mhm.
towards it?
Yeah. Nice.
And I still want to be, like, kind of sniffing the ground for any, with a 22 for any rotting flesh getting closer.
Could everyone roll a d6 for me, please?
Ooh,
5.
1.
So 6, 8. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually add this up, but
Yeah, I was
it'd be
just standing on my head. That's
13 total.
Yeah, you smell a lot of rotting, burnt flesh
As we head
very
down.
nearby.
Is it coming from with a 22? Would I know what direction? Is it down the what? Like down the well?
Is it down the well? It sounds like it's coming from all around you.
All around me. Okay. I want to growl. Grrr.
Echoing up from the tunnel, you just hear.
I just want to start barking.
And it just echoes down the tunnel to just a multitude of. And it's shuffling
Does everybody
sound
have dark
happens.
vision? I do as a wolf.
I do have
do
dark
not.
I
vision.
don't think so.
I do.
So can I see anything with dark vision as a wolf?
Do you have dark vision as
As a
well?
wolf?
I don't
Really?
think so.
Okay, well you have dark
I
vision.
do.
You're right there. What do you see?
Burnt corpses shambling towards you from the darkness.
How
many?
Down.
There's 8 of them.
You guys, I think we took the wrong way. I don't know if we want to go down here.
There's a lot of Timmies in this well.
I see at least 8 of them. You guys!
Yeah, I want to start kind of backing up as well as I'm like growling and I'm
A-
guessing I'm the front of the pack.
A chunk of old masonry or maybe an old door right behind Flax gets shoved open as one of them appears to have like gone around a different route and comes out right beside you and just,
Shit.
That'll be initiative.
Ah! They're zombies. We could run. They don't move very fast.
I don't believe in running.
Well, probably because you're so big, fat, and slow that you can't.
It's 22 for initiative, though. Quick enough.
My trips are
Cars
fruitless
22.
because I am 7 on initiative.
I do not have dark vision, so ha.
How dark is it?
Dim light.
ground.
It's not like black because you guys aren't far down yet.
Yeah.
But there's filtered light coming down through, so it's not dark yet.
I would
Yes, I
also
just
be
had 7.
juggling some fire at this point, so that might produce a bit of light.
Nice.
It's all the light I need.
Where's our pack looking? I'm guessing we'd be.
Do we want to get a little map going if we're doing initiative?
I love
Yeah,
maps.
sure. Let's drop
I do
some
too.
down here. And then there's Flax. So then one of them has pushed down some sort of debris there. I'm just gonna grab a few more minis. I didn't want to say it, but I was hoping you guys did bring the mini box because we can actually use the undead minis as undead.
So I put these stairs
I
here
think
just
that's a
'cause-
first.
We'll probably still need to use some of those ones too. Because there's 8 of these guys in total.
Do we have many minis?
We have many minis. Many mini enemies.
Many means.
Many metal mini metal many metal and
So we got 4 of them here, coming up in a mob. Alright, and I just gotta roll initiative for the zombs. 8. Flax, what did you get?
Got 13.
Victor, for you?
I believe 18.
Awesome.
I might be 17 now. I just gotta check the wolf stats.
Regardless, there's no one else right there, so you're good.
Were you a wolf or?
Wolf, just a wolf.
Okay, Akara, you are up. So zombies have burst out from the lower level in front of you, and a gaggle of them have burst out from the side.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna just move myself right there.
Fireball.
Oh!
Fire time. I'm gonna set these 3 guys on fire. So dex saves for them.
This is with your fire breath?
Yep, fire breath.
Does it just get the 3 of them?
Yeah, it's only a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
Great, now they're undead and on
So
fire.
nearly just at me.
No,
I'm just
it's only
bugging.
15 feet wide.
Okay.
Alright, so 2 fail, and the other one fails also.
Alright, so they all take 6 points of damage. And
6
then I'm
points
gonna
of
move myself up
damage.
into their zone with my last step of movement.
Give us
Cool.
your best dragon fire.
Whoosh! I don't know, how am I gonna emote dragon fire? No, I'm gonna go as I like vomit fire on these guys.
Awesome. Alrighty, that brings us to Victor.
Okay.
And that's why I gave up smoking.
I'm gonna walk up to one of these disgusting zombies, and I have advantage to hit them.
Pack
as
tactics?
Pack tactics. And I'm going to attempt to bite them with +4 to hit. 18. I believe I will do 2d4 + 2.
Cool. Yeah, their AC is only 8.
So that will be 5 + 2 is 7. And as this wolf, do I still have mist around me as a... That's something I guess we have to talk about
I
because...
feel like... would probably have to actually read into it, because I know a lot of other druid stuff continues when you are
Yeah.
wild-shaped. So as of now, sure.
Because it's something that I always have on me.
Yeah.
So then...
That's an
we also
integral
do
part of
do
your
a
character.
constitution- All of these guys within 10 feet, so if I'm here... 2, 3, 4?
Cool.
These 4 all have to be constitution rolls.
First 2 get nat 20 and a 21. Next 2 get a 15 and a 6.
So one character, I guess, so maybe the furthest one here is going to take 4 necrotic damage. Can I see how the necrotic damage affects him?
Full effect.
Full effect. Okay.
Whether it's just as much as you expect it would.
Cool. And that is the end of my turn. I'm ready to get my ass beat.
Awesome. With that, we go on to Flax.
Okay. So I think I was juggling some fire, and I would like to try to throw both of them.
Cool.
Does that count as my action or bonus action? I want to do this correctly.
Your bonus action.
Okay, so I can still take a main action this turn as well, correct? I will use... Can I see all 3 of these things?
The first 2.
The first 2? Okay, so I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the first one, and then it's a 20-foot cube, so I should be able to... Or I can cast it on the second one. I should still be able to hit it, all 3 of them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a Wisdom save, or Dex save 12.
Amazingly, the first one actually saves with a 18, which becomes a 16 because of its modifier. The other one fails. And then the other one... Oh, wow, these are dexterous ash zombies.
Well,
So the one that's most clearly in view is the one that is
this one?
very fired.
Okay. And then I'll shoot my fire at this it's only melee attacks that gain advantage, right? So I'll do it at the second
Is it? I can't remember.
one. Attack rolls. Perfect.
Cool.
So I'll attack him with advantage.
With the bonus action?
Bonus action.
Cool.
And the 19 should hit.
Definitely does. So 2d4s plus your spell mod.
Okay, 7 damage total. Fire damage as I rifle off 2 small little fireballs, one after another. Boom, boom.
Cool. Its burnt body starts to reignite as it chars through it.
Cool.
It's not quite bloodied.
And I have my turn.
Alrighty, and now the zombies get to go. So they all shamble forward a little bit. Alright, so this is a whole bunch of attacks. So we're gonna go with 3 of them on D'Artagnan. What's your AC again? 14?
14.
Okay. So all 3 of them miss. The highest roll was a 13. And then we'll have 3 of them on Victor. Getting a 14. So you got
14
15 with the
hits.
shield. That 14 does it?
No,
Okay,
'cause I don't
cool.
have a shield.
Oh, wait, because you're a wolf.
I have natural armor.
And then the other one gets a crit fail. So you take 4 bludgeoning damage from this ash zombie.
Okay.
And then 2 of them... Did you want to impose your disadvantage, though?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Okay, so you take 0 damage.
I'm still a little bit irate about losing my money in camp. But I'm going to win it back.
And Akara, the other 2 zombies, reach over and grasp at your armor, but are unable to do
First
anything
off,
effect.
rude. Second of all, how dare they?
That brings us to D'Artagnan at the bottom of the order.
Laying hands on your boy. Who's gonna get pissed? Ah! And I go into rage. And while I'm in rage, I'm gonna swing this big old great sword at this motherfucker standing right in front of me because fuck his face. I
How
don't like
great
it.
is that?
It's pretty fantastical.
The one to your left, I think, or is it the middle one?
The
middle one.
The middle one? Cool. So that one's got fairy fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got advantage on that attack roll.
I do have advantage on that? Cool.
Advantageous.
Alright, so that is a 19.
That hits.
Just fucking kill this guy.
So 9 plus...
I mean, I'm not the dungeon master. I
9
don't know how
plus
much health this
3,
guy's got.
12 damage.
12 damage. Is this the same one that you attacked earlier too? So 12. That zombie is extremely bloodied. And that brings us back to the top with Akara.
All right, so that mostly spectral-looking one immediately to my right. I'm gonna just take my spear, and just jab for the head.
Was that one of the ones you were able to burn also? Or
Yes,
is that one? Okay, cool.
yes, it is. And that's 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, they take. I'm gonna need my d6 back. 7 points of piercing damage. As I just
7
jab,
points
jab.
of piercing damage.
Step back. Hands off the armor.
Okay, cool. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have a whole lot of other stuff to do. I'm just gonna, keep holding it down here. I feel good about my current situation.
I'm
I'm optimistic.
Victor, you're up.
I'm going to do the same as I have in the past. I have started my turn here though, so anything around me within 10 feet, so 1, 2, 3, 4. After reading some of the rules in the Druid, obviously I'm not the DM, but it seems like I can do this. It's
I
a
think so, yeah.
special
I'll
ability.
read it after, but
So
I feel like
Constitution
it.
check for 4 individuals, and
What do they need?
12. And I'm going to try and attack with advantage.
Okay, so first 2 succeed with a 12 and 13. And next 2 also succeed.
So a 14 is that attack. So I attack him with a bite.
Okay, how much damage you do?
4.
4?
Sadly.
This is into one of the ones that's already damaged?
I believe so.
The same one that
Just right
Akara
in
just
front
went
of me.
into? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's the
No,
same
it's
one. So that's 4?
Yes.
That one is also quite bloodied now, too. Anything else for your turn?
That is all.
Alrighty, Flax, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna use Produce Fire and throw it at one of these guys here.
Okay.
Sorry, this one's barely alive, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw it at him. That is 17 for 2 damage. 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage?
Yeah.
So the fires overcome the zombie as it begins to fall to the ground, and then it needs to make a Constitution save to see if it survives. And it's still alive with 1 health.
Ooh, rude.
Cool. Great, and I'm just gonna keep back off and staying in the back.
Alright, now the zombies get to go once again, so we'll have... I'm just going to grab one more D20 if that's okay. Thank you. Alright, so with 3 attacks going into D'Artagnan. Getting a 13, a 12, and a 5, so that's nothing on you, right? You got 14?
Yep.
3 into Victor. Victor, with your spell thing, do they have to make a save on the start of their turn too?
Only if they're new to walk into it.
Okay, which they're not.
But if anybody walks close to me that hasn't recently since this turn done it, then yes.
I'm just gonna impose disadvantage on the first one too.
On the first one? Okay, we'll do the first one separately. First one misses severely with
I'm
a...
generally supposed to declare that like when the attack is made.
Alright, and the next 2 going to bite at you as well. 1 gets a crit. And so you're going to take...
I should not have said that. I should have just kept sneaking it in after I find out the results.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage as this thing just grasps you and starts gnawing on through your hide.
And through my hide, I turn into
Victor again?
Beasts.
Alrighty, and then we got 2 into Akara. And they miss terribly with an 8 and a 9. Once again, just grubby, burnt fingers raking across your
Just
armor.
keeping that shield out there. Nope, stay back. Hands off.
Don't dead open inside.
Mm-hmm. Hands off the merchandise.
Alrighty, when the zombie's finished, we have D'Artagnan.
Well, I'm pretty upset that feller didn't die, but I don't think... I'm just gonna kind of let him be, because I'm gonna start swinging for this fella just off to my left of him.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing that old great sword at him.
Sounds good.
Because fuck him. Oh, and that's a 15 or 10.
That still hits.
Yay! Woohoo! So. Oh, there we go. 17 damage.
17. Another zombie is severely bloodied as you just cleave its arm right off. And from the wound, you can see, while it's severely burnt, there is still a little bit of undead, fleshy flesh right in the center of where its arm was.
All right, and I don't have any of my hand axes pulled or anything, so I can't swing at those. But yeah, that's my turn.
As you do, that one actually hasn't taken damage yet, so you need to make a Constitution save.
Constitutions. Ew, that is 8.
8?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so as you cleave this thing's limb off, a puff of ash falls off of its body, and you inhale a bunch of this choking smog. And you now have disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for 1 minute.
Would that just make them regular if they're strength throws because I'm in rage?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, anything else for your turn, or is that it?
That's my turn, yep.
Alrighty, back to Akara.
Alright, stabbing intensifies. As I'm
get a stab.
gonna go after the one that stabbed Victor.
Okay.
And that's 11 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. So by all rights, once again, you should have killed this zombie.
Disrespect that they're showing to me right now.
And it gets a crit fail and does actually die.
Right in the eyeball. My
Cool.
big
So that
old
is one
spear.
zombie down. Shunk. Took a page out of Flax's book, eh? You like that movie did yesterday?
Nope. Nope, I never saw that happen. I definitely do not still have that guy's blood in my memory on my face.
You know what? Neither did the Spike Devil. He didn't see it happen either.
Can't see what's inside your eyeball. Alright, cool. Then Victor.
I'm going to come up from kind of my all fours that I was just in, and as I stand up, I kind of want to just like uppercut, claws open, and just as I attack the one right in front of me, or at least attempt to, with 10
You just need an 8, you're good.
for 8 damage of poison damage.
8 poison damage? Cool. Poison damage. As you do this and you rake through it, it doesn't take any damage whatsoever. Its jaw like falls off, but it doesn't seem phased in the slightest.
Fantastic.
And are these guys... Just a quick question, because with my divine theory, I'm doing radiant damage. Are these guys susceptible to radiant damage?
Yes, they most certainly are.
Oh, so that's... Okay.
You can do radiant and necrotic?
I
You
can do
choose.
radiant or necrotic, and I've decided because of my supposed angelic heritage that I'm going to go with radiant.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Cool. Depending on story choices too, that could change to more devilish necrotic down the road if you want to go more evil. Oh, decisions. Evil. Okay, sweet. That brings us to Flax.
Flax, that's me. So there's 2 guys over here that are like very bloodied, correct? Okay, so I'm gonna run at the 2 with my short sword and my knife and just like do a double attack.
Cool.
So this one has advantage still, right?
Yeah, because of fairy fire.
So that one, this will be my short sword, no advantage. That is an 11, that hits.
That hits.
That is 6 damage in this one right here.
Awesome.
And then my second knife with advantage going into the middle one definitely hits for 2 damage.
2 damage? Okay. Awesome. And I do need you to make a constitution save.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's 4.
The other
6.
zombie, the first one that you hit, once again, this plume of ash drifts off from its body as you hit it, and you have disadvantage on all the things that you don't want disadvantage on.
Okay.
Saves, attacks, and ability checks.
Uh-oh. Okay, that ends my turn. I'm in a bad place now.
And then you moved up there too?
Yeah.
Cool. The 2 zombies that you attacked are going to both attack you there, Flax.
Sorry, did I take damage on the poison there?
No damage or anything.
Okay,
You just
just
have
poison.
disadvantage. This like ash fog clouds your face. So the 2 zombies attacking you get a 6 and a 3, so they also miss.
Okay.
Then the 1 against D'Artagnan gets an 11, so that is a no. 2 against Victor, getting a 15 and a 10. I assume the 15 hits. Or do you have your shield up now because you're...
I have my shield out because I'm a...
Which brings you
15
2
is my
15, so it would still hit them.
hit protector, right?
Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna disadvantage that guy.
Cool. So he misses in
Yes.
that case, getting a 5, and then the 2 are going to try and attack you as you interpose
As
yourself with
intended.
Victor. Getting a 12 and a 9.
As
so
nature
no.
intended.
That brings us to D'Artagnan.
Yes! Evil! Like every villain is lemons.
Pardon?
Okay.
That is a reference to something. I guess none of you watched SpongeBob growing up.
No.
Yeah. So this guy here, he took some damage the last round.
Yeah.
All right, then this one right in front of me, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna finish him off with that great axe of mine.
Sounds good.
And
No advantage on this one.
Well, but also it's negative. Well, no advantage or disadvantage because
yeah,
you've got
because I
that
have
fog
the-
cloud going on too.
yeah, so that is an 11.
That hits. How much damage you do?
We're about to find out with these 3d6s here.
And this is radiant damage too.
Yes.
Is it only 1d6 radiant damage, or is it all radiant damage?
1d6 is radiant damage, so we'll do my blue dice as the radiant damage, so 5 radiant damage.
Sweet. As you cleave this zombie, the radiant damage just disintegrates it. And with the radiant damage, it seems like they can't make their Constitution save to stand back up.
Can I do, am I in dim light just being underneath the, like kind of in a shadow? So not at disadvantage to see, but can I look over to see how our group is doing? And I'm trying to notice, actually I guess an Arcana check for only 5, if the Barbarian slashes look any different to me.
Yeah, definitely. You see,
Even with a 5? Nice.
when he slashes in, there's like
So I can
this
see it, but-
spark of radiant energy that.
Don't know what it would be, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so there are 6 zombies left, and we're back to Akara.
In that case, I'm going to use my movement to just shift 5 feet right into the middle of things here. So,
Good position.
yep. Get myself right in the middle of this.
Back to back.
Yep. And this one that I attacked previously, I'm going to go for the stab. And that's a 14 to hit and 4 points of damage.
All right, awesome. Anything else?
No, really, no. That's about all that I got in the all I got in the tank for this one.
Okay, and then Victor.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam on that one that I tried to come up and cut and see it did nothing. So I'm going to try and I believe they have to do a dex save.
Yeah, I guess my turn doesn't exactly take a very long time most of the
Actually,
time.
I guess I'm going to ready my action going back to back with
Akara,
Akara.
I got you.
Here if you want.
And going to cast Moonbeam after Flax's turn.
Sounds good. With that, it is Flax's turn.
Okay, so there's a guy still right in front of me, correct?
Mhm.
I'm going to disengage, bonus action. 1, 2, way back here, and then shoot him with produce flame. Boom. That is 15 for 8 fire damage.
That one is now definitely bloodied.
Perfect.
I guess with that, looking at Flax, I kind of want to feel morally stronger that we're actually going to be successful in this fight. And yeah, I want to direct the Moonbeam as I look out into the openness of the wasteland and into the skies of maybe many stars or no stars.
No stars, just
No stars,
red
no
emptiness.
So
Fireballs,
I want to pull the fire from some of the sky, doing some radiant damage, hopefully on the one that's the furthest away from the sun.
Cool.
And he has to do a Constitution check.
Gets 14.
So he is still going to take half of 2d8, I believe, or 2d10 for 14, so 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. Awesome. Okay, that was the outward one.
And then they also, all 3 of these individuals need to make a Constitution save
Okay.
against...
Does that include me?
No, it's only whoever I choose within 10 feet of me for missed.
For missed, we got 19, 19, and 16.
Damn it. For no damage then.
Anything else for your turn?
That is all.
Alrighty, and then we have the zombies, those who remain. This one's just going to wander up and get a little bit closer. 2 of them are going to attack D'Artagnan. Actually, I think they're both going to try and grapple you here, Paul.
Yeah. Fucking try.
Double grapple.
Yeah. So one gets a 10, the other gets a 19. So you don't have advantage on this, but you don't have disadvantage.
And is this contested strength?
Mhm.
They don't.
No.
way in
What do you
hell.
do is both of them and their burnt bodies come up and try and grab you.
So with that, I think it's like a 23 that I got with that. Can I are they coming from? Can I almost slam them together, like clap them together, like I'm trying to high five their heads together?
Definitely you can.
Cool.
I just spilled water all over myself, but yes, definitely you can.
I made you moist.
You most certainly did.
Do I need to do an attack roll for this? Or what kind of roll would you like me to do?
Give me
for
one more athletics check, just to see how well you can manhandle them.
Athletics, that is a 19.
Nice, yeah. So as they come to grab you, you just step back and grab their heads and whoosh, smack them together.
Now kiss!
Awesome.
Now Kith.
Roll me 2d4s.
2d4s. 1, 2.
1
You should
and
always
2.
talk in your accent, Paul. I love it so much.
Yeah, you like the John Wayne? It's a pretty good one, but
Wait, no, that
Now
was,
kiss
that was
each other
3,
and make
Paul.
up.
1, 2. 1 and 2. 3.
Yeah. It was 2 separate ones. They both took a d4. Cool. So that's those 2 done, and then 2 are going to attack Victor once again.
Is it this guy?
Yeah.
He starts his turn there?
Yeah. Is that a Constitution save?
Constitution save.
Before we hop too far ahead, did that kill them or?
No, they're still alive.
Okay, fuckers.
Did that kill them?
All right. So 1 does hit you, but we'll do the Constitution save first. Getting a crit fail on the Constitution save.
Nice. It's going to take 11 radiant damage.
That kills the one that was going to hit you.
I'll still take the hit. I'll take it. Give it to me, Kim. I want it.
Then I think you take a whopping 3 bludgeoning damage. 3 or 5, let me check.
As his body just starts to burn in the
Yeah, as
moonlight,
it starts to burn up, it just rakes you
but
with
still
its
the
burnt
mask
claw.
continues to clock me in the face. All right.
So it was right in between. It's actually 4 bludgeoning damage that you take. And then 2 against Akara. Getting a 13 and an 8, so that is a nope. D'Artagnan, so you just clonk these 2 zombies together. Now what you gonna do?
After I clunk them together, can I pull out my, because I imagined to clunk them together, I had to drop my great sword. I would pull out my 2 hand axes, and can I just try to attack them both with my hand axes? Just kind of both cleave down on them?
Yeah.
And would that be a dual attack?
So yeah, so 2 separate attacks.
And would I have disadvantage on these?
If you do your reckless attack.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get a little reckless.
Sounds good.
All right.
So not advantage, but it equals out.
So the blue one is my dominant right hand.
Okay.
Right hand misses, left hand hits.
Yep.
Critically misses.
Critically misses. And that is 3 radiant damage and 8.
8?
8 plus 3.
Oh,
Plus
you do plus
3.
3 damage?
Plus 3 slashing, yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
The zombie that you connect with is disintegrated by the radiant strike. Your other axe just gets stuck inside the zombie.
Ooh.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah. Do I have disadvantage on the strength check?
You do.
Advantage.
Oh, well, it's equaled out again
equals
because
out.
you usually have.
Ooh, not great. That's a 6, 7.
As you go to yank it out, your hand slips, and you're now disarmed from one axe as it's just stuck in this thing's torso.
I'm about to disarm you.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, back to Akara.
Alright, so, since things have been going extremely well for me so far, I'm feeling good. I'm just gonna stab another guy. And that's 9 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 points of piercing damage. Having a good day. I'm
Having a
killing
good
zombies.
time.
Having a good time. Like, honestly, though, Akara's having a pretty good day. He might have lost a little bit of money at cards, but he's gonna win it back.
With burnt zombie flesh.
Yep, and you know, doing what he does. Having a good day.
Okay, Victor, so there's 1 zombie in front of you, 2 harassing Akara, and 1 remaining zombie with an axe in its chest over by D'Artagnan.
Since I'm concentrating on the spell and I did roll for concentration to keep it up on my last hit, I'm going to start like moving my hands, holding my necklace, pulling the ray closer to me as it just like slightly starts to move up this thing's legs and like just right into its face.
Cool.
It has to do a
He's in the
constitution
spotlight.
save.
Okay.
2 actually.
So it gets a 11 and an 11.
Nice. So it fails on both, taking 8 radiant damage
Okay.
and 2 necrotic. That's a clusterfuck.
That kills it as this zombie disintegrates in a weird mix of very holy and unholy energy.
Like legs down, just starts to, as he breathes in this mist. Okay, cool. I took 1 out. I'm going to bump my friend behind me and, "Va, friend, that is 2 for me, and how many for you?"
By my count, 3.
Ah, I will soon be on my way.
We'll see.
Flax?
So I'm gonna run up to this one, like straight smack dab in the face, and I'm using produce. And I've got produce flame in my hand, and I'm not like so much as throwing it as I'm just like holding it out and holding it in his face.
Okay, sounds good.
That's a 15 for
That'll
5
hit.
fire damage.
Okay, awesome.
And
That's
the thing is, so it's just like a big fireball I hold in his face and try to burn him with it. And then afterwards I bonus action disengage him. Peace out again.
Highly effective.
Oh, see you later!
As you run off, its jaws just like sizzling unhinged.
You almost should have shoved it in its mouth.
Eat this, bitch!
It's many mouths?
No, just single mouth.
Oh, so these are just
Like human
Regular
zombies.
zombies.
Wow.
These people probably used to be dwellers of the material plane like you before their city unfortunately ended up in hell.
Suckers.
Whose turn? We got 1
That would be the zombies.
There's 1 more left.
There's one more.
So one of them gets a 13 on D'Artagnan, which is a no, and then we'll have 2 on Akara, getting a 12 and an 18. The 18.
How dare they?
So the zombies finally, I assume the one that misses just grabs your shield and pulls it down, as the other one gnaws on whatever exposed piece of meat you have.
Dare they?
Does that mean you turn into a zombie now?
I'm gonna wait and see till after I crush this unfortunate son of a bitch's head.
Alright there, Ben, so you take a massive 4 bludgeoning damage.
They are ruining my day.
As some burnt, crispy skin from this thing's face is now all around the bite wound. Gross. And D'Artagnan, back to you.
Hello. Well, I'm just gonna. I kind of want my axe back.
Ask him for it.
I'm asking for it. Can I pull it out of him? Can I grab and pull it out of him? Would that be a strength check?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That passes with a 20, a
Yeah,
natural.
definitely will.
And then I'm going to wail on him with it.
Awesome.
And you can have this back.
You wanted it that bad, and that is another unnatural 20.
Cool.
Deeply unnatural.
There's no way that you cannot destroy this zombie. So tell me how it burns up in your radiant energy.
I'm actually gonna go, you look a little handy, let me take yours. I'm gonna cut off from about the clavicle down to the mid part of his chest with my hand axe.
Nice.
And it's wedged in there again, I'm guessing.
Well, as you do, the zombie just starts to burn up and crumple around where the axe was left and is disintegrated.
So as this does radiant damage, does it like glow or something? Or, yeah.
You reignite its burnt, like sizzled skin.
Nice. And as I finish my turn, I am going to use my 30 foot of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to be kind of in and around you guys. And I go, I got 3 too.
Cool. Then we're back to the top with Akara.
Alright, so up till this point, this was all very fun. I'm offended now, so I'm gonna try to knock the one who bit me prone. I'm gonna shove him. And that's 16 for my
Constitution?
athletics.
That's,
No, he'd oppose with his own
his strength?
athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, then he gets a 18.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna action surge and stab him. I'm incredibly upset now.
As you do the shield bash, he just chest bumps your shield and stands there.
Alright, so that's an 18 to plus 5, that's a 23 to hit, and 8 points of piercing damage.
This chest bump zombie is bloodied.
I'm irate.
Alright, Victor. So there's just these 2 zombies left, sorry.
I'm going to start pulling my angle of the moon, and I'm going to start trying to shine it in. And 5 foot radius. That's a 10 foot.
Mathematics.
shit.
So you can't get them both. So 2
Got that
constitution
science degree
saves.
coming in handy.
So one gets a 17, the other one gets an 8.
I
So,
100% use that wrong for like.
Which would you
It's
prefer?
okay, I 100%
The
did
closer
not
one
think
there.
about it.
Closer one failed.
Closer one failed for 13, and
Okay.
the other was 6.
They
radiant
both burn up.
I'm pretty
in
sure
your
one of those
moonbeam.
counts as mine.
damage. As they both burn up, I want to.
The one that you chest bumped your shield, as it disintegrates, you just hear the words. As it disintegrates. It
Bitch.
stares at you.
I'm just gonna take the javelin, just start hitting the ground where it left. Ah! Just probably take my shield in both hands and drive it down into the remnants of the little skeletal bits and just screaming at these things. They've ruined my day.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time on Tales from the Coast.